نخشمني ويكم ضيناتخ كل جوان قد قشق عليه بعلاقاتخ
هنا ويلي ويزارك احنا بالخباخ رابم جانجر هد ما في قرباخ ويلي ويزارك احنا بالخباخ رابم جانجر هد ما في قرباخ
تقتولي زمرياته يا ملك تدقو خاماته نينا عينخ ياماته شيرة وخمرة وقيناته تقتولي زمرياته يا ملك تدقو خاماته نينا عينخ ياماته شيرة وخمرة وقيناته
مخشم شد قدمياته زرخال ضن رمياته نينا برات دمتواته مخشم شد قدمياته زرخال ضن رمياته نينا برات دمتواته
وي وي من غيام وغبتا يا كلد بنيسان وي وي من غيام وغبتا يا كلد بنيسان قازر يا تديا مدخوبة قازر يا تديا مدخوبة مرقن يا تشطرانه
قازر يا تديا مدخوبة مرقن يا تشطرانه
وي وي من نخشمني ويكم ضيناتخ كل جوان قد قشق عليه بعلاقاتخ
هنا ويلي ويزارك احنا بالخباخ رابم جانجر هد ما في قرباخ
I don't understand. Can it refer to like when he comes back and then will die?
No.
Or
Because it says Jesus died when he was 33 years old. So no. Matt is in the past. He died. So why is Allah saying to him the following ayah? Stay away, ya Muhammad, from idols.
You're supposed to be a follower of Jesus, and you're using words like that.
Well,
And
it's
you
not my
expect people to
words.
believe in this
It's not my words. It's the words of Allah. Are you embarrassed of Allah? Hello everyone, welcome. God bless you. I hope that my sound is loud and clear. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Let me know if the sound is loud and clear, guys. Give me a 1 in the chat on YouTube, on TikTok, on Discord as well. We're streaming on 3 platforms simultaneously. I hope the admins will be ready also to restream on our Discord server. Welcome. I missed you guys. I'm not going live as much as I used to, but hey, when I can go live, I will go live, or I'll try to go live. That happens, as I said earlier, to the people on TikTok. It happens when you're not in full-time ministry. Okay, so busy life, children, married life, work. You get the idea. I want to ask our risen Lord Jesus Christ to bless all of you, your loved ones, your families. I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome, guys. We have a Discord server if you want to join us on Discord. Welcome. Let me... Hey, Sister Christian Table Talk. What's up, sister? Welcome. I made you an admin, by the way. I didn't know that you're not an admin yet. Welcome. Nice to see you here. God bless you. Thank you for the support, dear sister. God bless. What's up, Lydia? Lydia Anello. God bless you. Sister Lubyanka in the house. Brother Samawi. Kifak ya Samawi. Rabbi Barakak, God bless all of you. Salam al-Masih to everyone. Salam Rabbna wa Mukhallasna Yeshua al-Masih. We don't know who Isa is. We know Yeshua al-Masih as Arabic speaking Christians. Who's Isa? I don't know. Don't ask me. Yes, we are live. You heard it correctly, guys. We are live, baby. Finally. Tap that screen. Smash that like button. 434. Use a C-Walk, guys. Use a C-Walk. Use a C-Walk, brother. You know, Islamic toothbrush, brother. On that like button on that screen. Tap, tappity tap. Yeah. Topic of today, you know, my gift to all the Muslims, you know. So now and then we have to give it. So it's a nice month of celebration, you know, giving gifts out to everybody. My gift for the Muslims, you know, the truth about their true prophet, not the fake version of Islam, what they always, you know, sugarcoat here in the West. The truth is my gift, and we need to know what happened to the prophet, guys. What truly happened during that night of the Jinn, that very night, all night. Oh yeah, all night. Matter of fact, you know what, guys? Let's see what happened. Just to know, that. We need to know what happened. Right, guys? We need to know what happened. Hold on a second. We need to know what happened, guys. We need to know what happened. Hold on. دقيقة يا الزلمة. بس دقيقة يا الزلمة. What happened during that? What happened during that night of the Jinn? بس دقيقة يا. Hold on. Here is what happened, guys. Enjoy. Just, you know, to give you an idea.
My friends, the moon is high out here in the dunes where the straight boys never fly. Tents are popping, boots are dropping, Al zoots are hot and the lube ain't stopping. Feel the heat rising from the sand. 100 shirtless bros with their dicks in hand. No names, no shame, just one goal. Gonna ride that train till we all reach the glory hole.
Oh, the train, man.
That's it. Oh, bend over, take it back. All night long, all night long, all night. Everybody grab a wang and sing this song. All night long, all night.
Oh yeah.
All night long,
Oh yeah.
night. We're gonna pound that ass till the break of dawn. Fight, fist me in the moonlight. Top me, flip me, do me just right. Camel in the butt, let's get it on. Yeah, Rasulullah said he's verse, but we all know he's a power bot. And Al Zoot brought all the Jinn's power. What desert heroes? Wait, is that a coyote or just Mo moaning again? All night long, all night long, all night long, all night, all night long. Wrong is right, right is wrong. From the dunes to the stars, let your freak flag fly.
Enough. What is this, man? What is this, bro?
Brother,
Brother, what?
what's that?
What's that?
What's that, brother?
I don't know. That's Islam, brother. That's the Prophet, brother. You get the idea, right, guys? All right. Anyways, is there any Muslim? I'm not sure if we have any Muslims who want to join. Guys, let's pray first. We need prayers first, guys. I can't talk about this topic without praying first, man. We need to pray first. Let's pray. بسم الله والابن والروح القدس الآن واحد أمين بشماب وبر روح قاديش وحاض له شريره آمين. Let's pray first in Aramaic, in the Arabic, and last but not least in the English, the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer. Abun bashmayon qadash mochtith melkuthoch nehu sibionoch ay kanut bashmay of bar'u hablan lahmut sumqonan yomona washbuqlan hawbain wahtuhain. لو تعالى نسيونو إلى فصلا من بيشو لتضيخ إيميل كوثو حيلو تجبح تعلم عن مين آمين. Also in the Arabic أبانا الذي في السماوات لتقدس اسمك لأتي ملكوتك لتكون مشيئتك كما في السماء كذلك على الأرض أعطينا خبزنا واغفر لنا من الشرير آمين آمين آمين. Last but not least in English, in the name of the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit, three persons, one God, we pray. Let's pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. 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 Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Please bless this live stream. Everybody's here, the internet connection. Allow us to do this without any distractions. Thank you, Lord. Father, Son, Father, Son. Amen, amen. Welcome, guys. Speaking from Cave Hira. We are live. We are back, baby. Let's go. All right. We are live. Yes, you heard it correctly, guys. We are live. Let's do this. Do we have any Muslims who want to defend the honor of the Prophet? Is there any Muslim? Because, you know, guys, if you've been following the dawah is in a really bad shape, man. The Muslims are attacking one another. The Muslims are exposing one another, claiming that this is all about money. The dawah means money. Money is dawah. You have no clue what is going on, guys, on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, for example, you have no idea how literally, guys, the dawah guys are going at each other's throat. You have a guy called Malik, and he's exposing Deen Response and his sister, his bigger sister, Lesbiano, and it's going haywire, right? And then, you know, the same Malik exposing a guy called Warner. He has a dawah stand, if I'm not mistaken, you know, somewhere in the United States, and you're exposing him. And that guy loves to be friends with Sneeko. It's a big fat mess, guys. Yeah, he exposed Warner, exactly. So it's, I don't know, man. It's going crazy. But anyway, you know, to give you an idea what's going on, okay? To give you an idea what's you know, what's going on. Look, for example, you know, look.
You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt.
Wait, what? So this is Malik here in the front, and the guy here in the, you know, in the background, he's always smoking pot. Yeah, that's Warner, okay? That big guy, you know. I'm not sure if he is a Pakistani or Afghanistan. I think he's not an Arabic speaker. I'm not sure. But anyway, so Malik, this guy here, ex-rapper, he failed his rap career, didn't work out, and is now supposedly doing dawah, and he exposing all of these Salafis, right? He used to be a Salafi, then he became a non-Salafi. He still claims to be a Sunni though, but he's exposing all of his ex-friends basically. Again, one more time.
You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati. Just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. Can you believe that Warner comes to me like this? He's like, Malik, I don't know how I get away with everything with the dawah. It's so funny, bro. This is how he talks. It's so funny, bro. I never get caught or called out for my stuff. It's because I'm big. Chat, if you remember when I took that picture on my birthday, he was like, yo, put the chain on for the pic. I was like, yo, because he was rolling the blind. The chain was hurting his neck. So I said, yo, like, put the chain on me if you're gonna smoke, right? Chat, this guy gets high as hell all
High
day
as hell.
and all night.
Hold on.
This guy had a
the Dawa bros want to take it up the butt, and also they are high as hell. Okay.
because he was rolling the blunt. The chain was hurting his neck. So I said, "Yo, like, put the chain on me if you're gonna smoke, right?"
So this is the chain of Warner in the background. He put it on his neck because the guy wanted to smoke. Okay.
Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day and all night.
Wow.
This guy had a chick in his bed calling me on FaceTime. A random girl that he picked up.
Oof.
That's why, bro, when you see these Dawa guys bring
Dawa's
influencers
tough,
and they're
man.
10 deep, just know they're at the local club at night. Wallahi, go with your binoculars. And bro,
Clubbing
they're
too?
always asking me, yo, Malik, where should we go? Malik, where's the spot? Malik, how do I get the cars out here? Malik, how many times has Warner hit me up to try get him a car out there for his friends? How many times, bro, this guy's even doing TikToks. Wanna see to the tele, and he got he's doing the little dance with him. The same Muslims that pass out Qurans going to Colombia with Myron. They were all there. Sneeko, Adam, Slim, they're all there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That group, I feel like they're separate from Lantern. Like,
Okay, fam. Why are you busy on Lantern? Go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with you and Sneeko. Is it true?
Wow.
Do you know that Leafy records phone calls of Dean and Libiano?
Leafy is the guy that I exposed, right? That I destroyed and buried 10 times over. So they are recording one another when they call each other, guys. You see how much trust there is, guys, among the Dawa bros? Among the Dawa bros, there's literally no trust. They can't trust even one another. The Dawa bros cannot trust one another. They cannot. They even record each other's phone calls just to make sure if they can later use it against one another, you know, when things get messy. Imagine, guys, these are the Dawa bros. These are the people who are on the front lines recording each other's phone calls. Wow, this is crazy. And taking it up the smoking and having chicks in their beds and whatnot. He's exposing all of them.
In Bosnia smashing hoes with you and Sneeko. Is it true?
With Sneeko,
Do you know
too?
that Leafy records phone calls of Dean and Libiano? Did you guys know that? Leafy literally is on calls of Dean.
Hold on. Leafy, the guy that I buried, he's recording the phone calls when he calls Dean and Lesbiano too.
Leafy records phone calls of. Do you know that Leafy records phone calls of? Do you know that Leafy records phone calls of Dean and Libiano?
Wow.
Did you guys know that? Leafy literally is on. They're supposed to be buddies, but Leafy records their phone calls.
Wow.
Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things, but he doesn't want to.
Libiano is a criminal? Hold on.
Emotional, damn it.
I think I heard it incorrectly, guys. Let's rewind it one more time.
Phone calls. Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things, but he doesn't want to get caught on the phone, so they have to record him.
Oof.
They have to record him. May Allah curse me if I'm lying. Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things. Their phone calls. Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things, but he doesn't want to get caught on the phone, so they have to record him. They have to record him. May Allah curse me if I'm lying.
Oof.
But
That's
imagine,
huge.
I'm the problem maker. Wait, Dean, you don't know who we are?
Yeah,
Wait, Dean, you just say we don't know who we are? Hey, Dean, you took conscious edits from ChatGPT, bro, and now you think you're special.
Wallahi, what the
Bro,
yeah, all right,
you debate like a dry piece of toast.
Yo, bro.
Dean, you debate like a dry piece of toast,
Bro,
Dean.
why you
You
doing?
see, guys, how they are going at each other's throats? The sound suddenly, it's going a little bit low. Maybe, the volume was low and it was being recorded. But you hear how they fight one another. Imagine, guys, if Christians are sitting on the panel on live streams and they're going at each other's throats like this. These are the Dawa bros, guys. These are the famous Dawa bros.
Yo, bro.
Dean, you debate like a dry piece of toast,
Bro,
Dean.
why you doing?
Chill out.
Why are you listen? Why are you coming for Dean?
And guys, that's the tip of the iceberg. I haven't even gotten to personal shit. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I...
At least he's following the Sunnah and the teaching, the teaching and tradition of the Prophet.
You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati,
Wow.
just so I could help people come to Islam, you would.
Wow. Here is more. What about Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk? This is Nico here. This is Warner, by the way, again. You see? when they go to Mecca and Medina. Let's see what they're doing in their, private chambers, in the hotel rooms. What is happening there, Juice and Jinn and other stuff.
Recently, Sneeko the Warner and Sheikh Uthman ibn Ketchup were in Mecca together. Here's an interesting clip.
So guys, this is the guy on the left that Malik is talking about, who would take it up the butt like the Prophet. This is the guy, the big guy. He's like, he's a proud member, of the rainbow community. This is Sneeko and this is Sheikh Ibn Ketchup on the right? So let's see what they're doing,
Recently, Sneeko the Warner and Sheikh Uthman ibn Ketchup were in Mecca together.
Oof.
Here's an interesting clip taken from a hotel room they were all in together, talking about getting happy endings from each other.
Oof.
Hey, there's a massage table.
I saw.
Massage?
Trying to give me a massage, bro?
You're going to give me a massage? Wait, that's Ibn Ketchup, by the way. Their sheikh is asking for massages. Man, this is disturbing.
Check, did you see? Guys, check it out, bro.
Nah.
There's a massage table.
I saw.
Trying to give me a massage, bro?
Check, did you see? Guys, check it out, bro.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro. Allah.
Happy ending in Mecca?
Warner didn't say no.
Like, yeah, Sheikh Ibn Ketchup. Happy endings in Mecca? By the Kaaba? By the Kaaba.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
Behind the Kaaba.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro. Allah.
Always happy ending, yeah, Sheikh. Like, ya Sheikh, ya Fadilat al-Sheikh, Mr. Honorable Sheikh, like, ya Sheikhy Sheikh. You're talking about happy endings behind the corner of the Kaaba, where you smoosh that stone and you lick it. Keep licking it, and then a happy ending, bro. Unbelievable.
Check, did you see? Guys, check it out, bro.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro. Allah.
Allahu Akbar. يخرب بيتك يا Sheikh. You're a Sheikh. You're talking about happy endings in Mecca? يخرب
Did
بيتك.
you see? Guys, check it out, bro.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro. Allah.
Oh. يخرب بيتك. This is, if the Sheikh is talking like that, what about the other Muslims, the normal, regular Muslims, brother? Sheikh, imagine, Sheikh. Happy endings in Mecca. Yeah. Who doesn't want to go to Mecca now? All right. Invite more people, guys. Come on. We didn't even start yet, man. Any Muslim? Any Muslim will say that the hadith is life. The hadith is life. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Guys, regarding the, taking it where the sun doesn't shine, this reminds me, I'm not sure if I can find a video, reminds me of a call once a jihadi shmerorist called in on a live stream. It was on TV, okay? He called a sheikh. They were all Salafis, by the way, just like these Dawah bros. And the shmerorist, the foot soldier, asked his sheikh, the sheikh on the call, he said, if I want to go and blow myself up, would it be okay if the other man would, first take me, couple of them, so that it will be loose a little bit from the behind, so that then later they can insert a device up my, so that I, He said, yes, as long you're doing it, you do halal jihad, brother, you do it for Islam, it's okay, brother. But normal, it's haram to take it up the peep where the sun doesn't shine. But, if you're going to do it under the banner of Islam for the, the pride of Islam, you can literally be a proud, member of the rainbow community, and even taking it to blow yourself up so that they can insert a device, you get the idea. Have you seen the videos, guys? The videos is famous video, brother. Yeah, famous discussion. Not sure if I can find it though. By the way, I noticed, can you fact check, guys? I noticed before we actually dive in the, in the matter in the books, can you check it out for me? Archive.org, is it working from your end? I noticed that archive.org is down again. So I think it's not working. So unfortunately, there's no point in dropping down the links today if it's not working. Not sure. Is it working, guys? Can you check it out? Archive.org is the link.
Rob,
it
I
works?
just tried to open archive.
Yeah? It's working, bro?
Yeah, it's working for me.
Oh,
It opened for me at least.
okay. Let's see. Oh, it's working. Okay. Hold on. Let me try here then. Archive.org. Oh, it's working. Okay. Maybe because of my VPN or something. I don't know. I'm using a VPN maybe sometimes. But I'm happy that it's working though. Beautiful. It's working. Beautiful. Thank you, Brother Lux. That was Brother Lux, by the way. He's restreaming on our Discord server as well. So we're streaming now as we speak on 3 different platforms simultaneously on TikTok, YouTube, and Discord. Glory to Christ. Is there any Muslim, man? Muslims, come up, man. I'm sure you have the knowledge and the courage to defend the honor of the Prophet, man. We didn't even start yet. It's working, yeah. Okay, archive.org is working. So, guys, I'm going to overwhelm you with links, the sources, so you can download the books, so that Muslims can't say, Rob, you're creating this, like always, you're photoshopping, Rob. No, you can go and fact check me if we are truly photoshopping. This is, guys, literally the dawah is on its toes. They're not only attacking one another, as we showed you earlier, they're not only exposing one another, the dawah bros, but they are now, because they know the dawah is bankrupt, they can't refute us anymore. They know everything is online. So their final tactic is that, someone like Rob Christian is deceiving everybody and he's photoshopping books. He's photoshopping the pages. Imagine. I mean, this must be, come on, man. Come on, man. This is horrible, man. This is embarrassing, man. So they know they can't refute us. So the only thing they can say is now, Rob Christian is photoshopping Islamic books. Yeah, as if, I have, I own Darus Salam publishing company or something. Or, next they will say, you wrote the Quran. Okay, call me Allah then. From now on, say, Rob Christian Akbar, if you're at it anyway. Yeah, photoshopping every page, every book. Exactly. Imagine. Amazing. These dawah bros are amazing, man. Yeah, Leafy, right, who was recording the calls between him and Lesbiano and the response, he accused me of photoshopping. Rob Christian, you're photoshopping the books, okay? You photoshopped the book of Imam al-Suyuti. Embarrassing. Any Muslim? Any Muslim guys, invite. If you know Muslims, invite. Tap the screen. Tap 80 times and start all over again. Or download an auto clicker app, to do it for you. For the algorithms. Smash that like button. Let's do this. Brother. All right. For the people who are new to this, okay, about Zut, the story of Zut, Qawm Zut, who came to ride the Prophet during the night of the Jinn. They came to ride the Prophet during the night of the Jinn. What many people don't know is that there were multiple nights, okay? There were, again, this is very important. Most people even don't know this. And I'm sure even David Wood doesn't know about this, okay? Brother David Wood, who made that story famous because he has a big audience, but there were multiple nights, and we can prove it. Multiple nights. Sometimes Muhammad used to go alone, okay? He used to go alone. Sometimes he used to take Abdullah ibn Mas'ud with him, the eyewitness, right? Multiple nights. And at least during one night, he took At least one night he took the eyewitness with him, Abdullah bin Mas'ud. And who made this happen? It was made possible by Allah himself, as you see. So what we're going to read, guys, is the context for the Quran. Remember, every ayah has a context. Every ayah, there's a huge reason why the ayah comes down. They call it asbab nuzul, right? The reason why ayahs came down. The historical context behind the ayahs. 46:29 of the Quran. Look. And in between brackets, they make it even more easy for us. And mention, O Muhammad. So Allah is talking to Muhammad. Allah is talking to Muhammad. When we directed to you a view of the jinn. So who sent these devils to ride the Prophet? Allah. Allah did it. Allah made it possible. Allah is the responsible person, or whatever you want to call him. Allah made it happen. Made possible by Allah. Okay? The night of the jinn was created, directly responsible person is Allah. Okay? Blame Allah. If you want to blame someone, blame Allah. Don't blame Rob Christian, because I'm only reading. I'm about to read only. Okay? So this is Allah's doing. Look, Allah is in the background. You see Allah's horns? This is Allah there in the background. Look, Allah. This is Photoshop though. Okay? I have to admit, this is Photoshop. Look. Do you see the name Allah with the pinch fork? Allah. I did that with Photoshop, yes. You see it? Allah. Allah, because Allah is Shaitan, and Shaitan is Allah, right, guys? He's playing good cop, bad cop with Muhammad, right? Sometimes he pretends that he's a good God. Sometimes he pretends that he's a bad God. Yeah. Allah, the best of deceivers. Yeah. Allah is playing mind games with the Prophet, brother. Allah is a shapeshifter. Allah sometimes even comes like a young beardless boy, remember? With curly hair. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the context for the ayah. We can find a story, guys, in many books. In many books, like of the book of Ibn Kathir on the screen. Ibn Kathir. Okay. Not sure if the link is working. Let's see if I can find you a working one. This is the Beirut version. Okay. The Beirut edition. I hope the link will be working. Let me know if the link is working. If it's not working, then here's another link. I hope the links are still working. I didn't check them for a long time, but I hope the links are working. At least one of them. Okay. This is Jam' al-Masanid wa Sunan li Ibn Kathir, volume 27. Okay. Ibn Kathir, the famous student of Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, Al-Juz al-Saba wa Ashrun. Okay. Volume 27, and this is the Beirut edition, Dar al-Kutub al-Alamiyya, Beirut, Lebanon. Okay, look, in Beirut, Lebanon. Let me take out my, look here. Okay, Beirut, Lebanon. Oh, hold on, something is not working. Give me a second here, guys. All night long, all night long. Here, look, Beirut, Dar al-Fikr, Dar al-Kutub. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So this is the book of who? Ibn Kathir, not Rob Christian, brother. Okay. It does work? Okay, beautiful. The link is working, beautiful. Look, on page, look how many pages, guys, I need to go through to find you these hidden gems in the Islamic books, these beautiful hadiths, brother. Page 7526, Musnad Abdullah bin Mas'ud. That's the chapter. Oh, too big, Rob, too big. Forgive me. Okay. Page in the Arabic as well, 7526. That's the page number. All right. We scroll down the hadith. Hadith number 6. The hadith number is 603. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. And here is the part. Look. ثم إنه ذكر هنينا. ثم إنه ذكر هنينا. You know, page. Okay. إنه ذكر هنينا. إنه ذكر هنينا كأنهم الزط. So Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness, okay, he mentions that a group of haninan, pay attention to the word here, haninan, haninan كأنهم الزط, as if they are a zut, and here's the word zut, okay. He mentioned a group of haninan as if they are a zut. Inshallah ليس عليهم ثياب, they have no clothes, which means these creatures who came to ride the Prophet, they are completely naked. And then he mentions that he cannot see their genitals. That's what it only says. Muslims who will lie to you, they say, well, look, they have no genitals. That's not what the Arabic says. He says, so Ibn Mas'ud only says, I cannot see their genitals, you know. I cannot see their genitals, okay. That's what he says. Because it's dark at night. Remember, it's dark. It's the night of the jinn. Then he says they are very tall and skinny. They have little meat on them, on their bodies, right? قليل لحمهم. They are very skinny. And he says, they came to the Prophet, فَجَعَلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. This is the part, let me remove everything. فَجَعَلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. They came to ride the Prophet. They came to ride the Prophet. I told you to remember the word haninan, right guys? Here's the word one more time, haninan. We're going to see what haninan means. So these creatures are called haninan, and we're going to see what haninan means. And then if we continue reading, it says that the Prophet, he came feeling heavy and in pain. So Muhammad was very, tired. He felt heavy and he was in pain, major pain. Pain what? We'll see where, okay? Don't worry. Or it says that he was, in pain because of them riding him, okay? Mimma rakibu, because of
in one riding. Of the versions that I've read,
sorry,
it literally
brother?
says that in one of the versions that I read this story, it literally says, and God willing, I did not see that private parts. And then later on it says, and the Prophet came in pain or almost for what they had written.
Yeah.
So,
well, actually, it doesn't say God willing. It says here, it says the God willing part is about that they are naked. And then he says, I cannot see their genitals, right? That's what it says.
Oh, yeah. In the version that I've read, it just said they didn't have any clothes. Yeah. And God willing, I did not see their private parts.
No. So they switched the translation. It's the God willing is here. Inshallah, God willing, they are naked. That's what it says.
Oh,
and then it says, and I cannot see their genitals. Why? Because it's dark at night. Remember, he's inside the circle. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, I want to see circles, guys. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is watching from a close distance, and he's watching. And because, let's say maybe 30 meters, 40 meters, he's watching. But he cannot see the genitals because, it's not the Las Vegas. It's in the middle of nowhere at a place called Kada wa Kada, meaning, it's such and such place. Even the name of the place is unknown. Imagine if the name of the place would be known, guys. If the name of the place would be known, Muslims will go there. Actually, we know where the place is. Did you know that we even know the place is? They even built a mosque there. Did you know that? Guys, I'm not kidding. They built a mosque there. Let me look it up. They built a mosque, a masjid there. Let me look it up. Mosque of the Jinn. Yep, there's a mosque called a Mosque of Jinn. I'm not kidding, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, look. I hope it's the same location. Muslims, all the Muslims, especially Warner and his friends, Sneeko, Sheikh Ibn Ketchup, all of them will go there. Look here. Mosque of the Jinn.
Oh, it's literally called Mosque of the Jinn. Wow.
Yes. Here, Mosque of the Jinn. Here, they even made a video. Here, this is the mosque. Probably big chance that it happened here, okay? When they mounted the Prophet, brother. Look, this is the mosque. Very tiny mosque, as you see. You know, here they do the wudu, the ablution, their wash, you know. Look, you have people even praying there outside. You see, they're praying because probably they know about the hadith and they're praying there knowing that the moon of the Prophet was split there, okay? Mosque of the Jinn, Mecca. Type it in Google, Mosque of the Jinn, Mecca, and you'll immediately find it, okay? There you go. All right. Imagine how many Muslims are watching this video. Now they're going to go there and pray, right? Brothers and sisters, we finally found a location.
Why even build a mosque in a place where there's this type of story? I'm so confused.
I don't know, bro. We should ask them. I'm not a Muslim. We can ask the Muslim that question. Muslims, why did you build a mosque there where the Prophet was mounted and his moon got split there? Why? Any Muslim? Yeah. All right. Now that we read the hadith, some Muslims might say, no, the hadith is da'if, brother. Really? Does it say da'if there, guys? Or not? Does it say sahih? The chain of narration, وَإِسْنَادَهُ صَحِيح, authentic. So in the book of Ibn Kathir, guys, one more time, in the book of Ibn Kathir, look, I'm scrolling up on page 7526, the book of Ibn Kathir, Jam' al-Masanid wa Sunan, volume 27, we see in the bottom, in the footnote, look always the dividing line, make sure to always look at the dividing line. After the dividing line, underneath the dividing line, you have the footnotes where they give you the grading and whatnot. And literally here, the highlighted part, it says that the chain of narration is sahih. Sahih. Not da'if. Sahih. Not da'if. We don't use da'if. So this is the book of who? Ibn Kathir. Here is another book, not this one. Here is another book. Majma' al-Zawa'id wa Manba' al-Fawaid. Let me give you also the link for that one. مجمع الزوائد ومنبع الفوائد لشيخ الحافظ الإمام الحافظ الهيثمي. Okay, Imam al-Hafiz, the famous Sunni Sheikh Imam al-Hafiz al-Haythami. الجزء الثامن, volume 8, مجمع الزوائد ومنبع الفوائد. All night long, all night. You see, the cover is on the screen. Take a screenshot if you like. As you notice, guys, I always provide a menu here, a small menu that I create for you to give you the title of the book, the name of the book, volume number, and often also the writer of the book, al-mu'allif, right? All right. On page 334, page 334, I also put on top the reference one more time for you guys. مجمع الزوائد ومنبع الفوائد by Al-Haythami, volume 8, page 334. There you go. Same hadith, same story. ثم إنه ذكر هنينا. Remember the word هنينا. We're going to show you what the word هنينا means. هنينا. هنينا. Let me type it out. هنينا. That's very important. That's the word of the hour. هنينا. ثم إنه ذكر هنينا كأنهم الزط. And these هنينا فجعلوا يركبون رسول الله. This is the essential part as well together. They came to ride the Prophet. They came to ride the Rasul of Allah. And it says Muhammad, the Rasul of Allah, was heavy and in pain. He felt heavy and in pain. And probably because of them riding him. There you go. And remember, if you continue reading, it says that Rasulullah, after the riding, right, he came and he put his head on the lap of Ibn Mas'ud. You know, he was tired, he was in pain. Okay? And in the footnote, again, it says, رواه أحمد ورجاله رجال الصحيح. And Imam Ahmad has reported it, and the men in the chain are like that Imam Bukhari or Sahih Muslim. The same men in the chains of narrations, where you have a chain of narration, right, guys? These are the same people, the same men inside the chains of narrations or narration that you find in, for example, the collection of Bukhari or even Sahih Muslim, right? Very, in other words, very, very authentic chain of narration, authentic, trustworthy people. You cannot deny the chain, you cannot deny the hadith. Only layman Muslims who parrot what they heard from their embarrassing dawah gandis, the dawah bros, the mashayikh, they lie to them and they will say, the hadith is daif, okay? Repeat after me, the hadith is daif. But when you watch Rob Christian's live stream, you see that the chain of narration is fully authentic, perfectly authentic, okay? So they have to lie to the layman Muslims because it's embarrassing. Imagine if you're about to know, when if they are going to be honest and they will tell the layman Muslims, the gullible Muslim audience, you know what, our Prophet got zutted that night by the Jinn who jumped on his back and split the moon of the Prophet. Imagine if all Muslims would know this about how many Muslims will stay Muslims if they know that they follow literally a Prophet who was zutted in his anus. Right? Imagine. Any Muslim? Muslims are scared, guys. Tap the screen, guys. Invite more people. Use the arrow key. Invite people on your list. Tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap. Smash that like button, guys, on YouTube. Please don't take it lightly. Smash that like button for the algorithms and invite more people, guys. Okay? All right. So, how many books did I already show you? 1, 2. Okay. And here's book number 3. Book number 3. Musnad Ahmad. Okay. Musnad Ahmad 3788. This is the one that you probably know. So the most famous reference is Musnad Ahmad, and specifically the hadith number 3788. Okay. 3788. All right, beautiful. Let's see if I can give you also a web-based version. The web-based version of this hadith. Actually, here is a different publishing company for this book as well. Here is the link. Where did I put the... Hold on. This is Dar al-Fikr edition. Google Books as well. Hold on. There you go. Okay. I think I have also somewhere a link. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the link, the durar.net link. If you don't like to download books, just want to open links, that's the link for durar.net, one of the most famous websites for hadith, okay? It's like the sunnah.com version in the Arabic section on the internet, okay? This is the hadith, right? فَجَعَلُوا here, يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ فَجَعَلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. This part here. Let's see if we right-click, what happens. Translate. Not sure how it will come out. Remember, this is a Google machine translation, so you can't always trust the English translation. Haninan, Haninan, Hanin, as if they were the rain. This is you see, guys, very funny translation. But to give you an idea, just to have an idea. Look, they came, they ride the messenger of Allah. You see it? Riding. Do you see that it means riding? Thank you very much. And of course, the chain of narration is sahih, not daif. Okay. So if we scroll down, you see that the chain of narration in Arabic, خلاصة حكم المحدث إسناده صحيح. The chain of narration is sahih. Sahih. That's what it says. Okay. For the low Muslims out there, low tier Muslims, it says sahih, not daif. Okay. Sahih. And the eyewitness, Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the narrator, right? There you go. All right. And remember, the hadith number is Musnad Ahmad, hadith number 3788. Okay? By Ahmad ibn Hanbal, 3788. And the chain of narration is Sahih. All right. This is the hadith. Aywa. And as you see, this is the physical book. This book is volume 1, as you see. And look, remember I told you to remember the word Haninan. Haninan, okay? Page 583 of this copy, chapter 25 of the eyewitness Abdullah bin Mas'ud, okay? Page 583, رقم الصفحة 583. Hadith number, remember we have to go to hadith number 3788. And guess what they put in the footnote? The word Haninan means what? You see it on the screen? The word Haninan here. Haninan means the zucchinis, the bananas of men. So these creatures who came to ride the Prophet, guys, these creatures who came to ride the Prophet, they were banana shaped. Banana, eggplant, zucchini shaped creatures, okay? They were zucchini shaped, banana shaped, the bananas of men. Your third leg, okay? If you look between your, if you're a man, that's how they look like. When they jumped on the back of the Prophet and they started to ride him, they did فَجَعْلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ. And here's the word, Haninan. You see it? Haninan. This is why important to know Arabic, because Muslims will tell you they did not take his, anus. No, brother, they did not do it to the Prophet like you, when you kafir Christians, you. No, we are reading, and even the footnote is explaining the hadith, okay? The footnote explains the hadith. Do you see it? Always the footnotes. It literally says Haninan. Haninan, what the word Haninan means, okay, here. Haninan, Hanin, Jamma hin, it's the plural form of hin. So, Haninan, let me type it out. Haninan is the plural of Hanin, and it is the of men or a man. You get the idea, right? You get the idea. Aywa. That's what it says. Adu ar-rajul. Adu ar-rajul. Adu is, Adu of a rajul is the banana of a man. Any Arabic speaker will tell you that. يعني زب الرجل عضو الرجل ايه الرجل. You get the idea. You know what?
Oh.
Yeah?
Someone on Discord wanted to hop on stage, but he's not a Muslim. He's a Christian. I think he wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, come up. No problem. Since we don't have a Muslim yet, let the Christians, maybe they can, maybe defend the Prophet instead. I don't know. Come up.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Hello, Jaden.
Appreciate. Hello, Rob. I'm not going to defend Muslims because I'm not defending it. I just wanted to ask, I guess advice and guidance from you, Rob, if you don't mind me asking. Yeah. If you don't mind, sir.
Go ahead.
I want to look. So I know this is out of topic, but I've been looking for guidance and advice because I do have angry problems. You know what I mean? I get mad, and I play games, right? Video games, Rob. And I want to know, when I get mad, I do lose control and I say some crazy things. And I want to actually know, what should I do? Should I pray to God? Should I ask God? I just want to look for guidance from God, and I want God to give me strength. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to ask for advice.
What are you exactly, Jaden?
Yes, I'm a Catholic. Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just, you already said it. I mean, read the Bible, read the gospel, pray. And I'm sure the Lord, will provide. He will comfort you, right? You knowing that you're a Christian, should give you comfort, because we always pray for Muslims. We always pray for Muslims to be guided, but we are humans. We are still in the flesh. So pray like you're talking to a friend, because God is our friend. We are not as slaves like the Muslims are. Slave master type of relationship. We are children of God. God, pray to Him. If you have any issues in your life, pray, brother. And remember, this is the time of, we are, Christmas is about to happen. We are in a very beautiful month. Be with your
100%,
family.
brother.
Yeah. Don't go with people, I see also, I hear a lot of people, they take friends, and some friends, they backstab them. Go be surrounded with people who love you and that you love back. Be in a healthy environment.
Yeah.
Get some help.
I wanted to
I'm
ask
sure
you.
many people are even interested to help you if you have some issues or whatnot, to guide you,
I
to
wanted to
help
ask
you.
you.
Go see a priest or a pastor,
100%.
Yeah.
And I know you debate a lot, and I wanted to ask you, how do you keep your cool when, let's say, LGBTQ or atheists disrespect our God or Jesus? You know what I mean? What do you do to, like, what do you like? Because I get mad when they disrespect my God, Jesus Christ and all that, and I
Yeah.
want to know, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with like when they disrespect our Lord and mighty?
Don't just, I don't like to be, for example, if I go on a panel, if I join, for example, a TikTok channel, and I see that they're blaspheming, I just go away. Don't, the Bible is very clear. Yes, we are commanded to expose false teachings, false cults like Islam, but the Bible is also clear. Just dust, remove the dust, and just don't throw your precious pearls in front of swine. Just go away. Why would you want to listen to a group of people or someone who's blaspheming in the Lord? Right?
Got you. I understand. Yeah, it's just like every time I've always like I had I have a lot of people that are friends that were gay, and I always tell them please find God, and in a nice way, you know what I mean. I always say I can't be your friend unless you really change, because they're sinning, and like it says in the Bible. I mean it's fun to sin, right? That's the thing about sinning. But it only lasts for a while, and then they realize they're sinning, and I just want to I don't want them to go to hell. I don't want them to burn eternally in hell,
I
and I want them to
understand.
go to heaven, with God and Jesus and all of them, because I generally want to help these people, because Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior, and
Yeah.
He's forgiving, and when Judgment Day comes,
Yeah.
God is all knowing, and He will understand what have you went through, and
Yeah.
and I want them to understand that message, sir.
Jaden, we have
And I
to
really
also
appreciate it.
be, yeah, I understand it, brother, but we also have to be, unfortunately, we have to be also clear with one another, with ourselves. We, we are not the ones who can save anyone. That's only God can do that. We can try to plant seeds. We can try to, make them think or push them in the right direction, push them to the direction of
Yeah,
Christ.
the right direction. Yeah.
But we have to also accept the fact that not everybody is open for salvation. Not everybody is open to listen to the Gospels, to listen to the teachings of Christ. Some people just want to, they love evil for some reason. Okay, so we have to accept that fact as well. Not everybody is going to be saved, unfortunately. Of course, we as Christians, we want to try to see as many people as possible to be under the protection of
Got you.
Christ, to get real salvation, but it's not always there. It's not always working for everybody. So this is why if you've been watching my live streams, I don't like to immediately share the gospel with people. First, I need to figure out what kind of person I'm talking to. If it's a Muslim, there's no point. To be honest with you, some people might disagree with me. It's okay, or we can agree to disagree. But when you have a Muslim who is born in a Muslim family, for example, and he literally built like a wall around himself, maybe a concrete wall, by listening to the dawah boys and their mashayikh, their imams. They are not open for your gospel, because often even the imams tell them that the gospels are evil, they are corrupted. So imagine you're talking to a Muslim for 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours about the gospel. And in the end,
It's
he
just
will
a waste
tell
of
you,
time, right?
I don't believe in your gospel. Your gospel is corrupted. What did you achieve? Nothing. So what I like to
You're
do,
right.
out of experience, what I like to do, I first want to destroy that concrete wall, by showing them what their books say about their prophet. Like this topic, right, that we started today. Show them what their books are saying about their prophet, and then continue from there. And if you see that you planted a seed, then in the end you can share the gospel. That's for me second step. Often people who are doing they are more in the apologetics. They love to start with that, but with Muslims it's not working. Maybe with atheists it might work. With Gnostic people it might work, but not with Muslims.
One more question. I'm so sorry. I hope if I'm bothering you, I'm so sorry.
Yes, please, brother, because I have a
question.
topic. If you don't mind, go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have any message to the youth, to the people that you want to just say? Just say.
From my point of view, as a Middle Eastern Christian guy, what I want to say: make sure to love one another. It's a very precious thing to have family. Don't underestimate the meaning of family. Friends that you literally consider to be your brothers and sisters, not these backstabbing type of friends. Friends that you literally can trust with your life, with your money, with your children. Those types of friends, that you literally consider family. Your loved ones. Make sure to be with those kind of people, and also make sure to protect what is dear to you, your beautiful countries. Don't allow, for example, Islam to infiltrate your beautiful Western countries. Look what is going on in the world. Wherever you see Islam and Muslims coming to these countries, for example, Australia, look what is happening in Australia. Look at France. Look at Germany, right? Look at literally at Canada. I mean, is it correct, guys? Did you hear what I hear on the news? That in literally in France, the government forbid the celebration, because out of fear that schmarrists will do their thing.
To be correct, they didn't forbid celebration.
Why? Because they don't have control anymore, right?
Yeah.
They're afraid.
Like I said, my mom is French. I have family in France, so
yeah,
I get a general idea of what's going on. But yeah, they didn't ban like Christmas or whatever or anything like that. What they did do was like marketplaces. Like they used to be called like
Christmas
how do you say it
marketplaces,
in
right?
English?
That's what you're talking about,
yeah,
right?
Christmas marketplace. But so they just changed it to winter marketplace.
Yeah, imagine.
But yeah.
So
I think
they're not only changing the name out of fear, but they also, even celebrating the new year. They are too afraid because they can't control the masses anymore. They know Muslims are very angry people. They are always angry with one another. They expose one another. What do you think about being angry with the kuffar and our, Western celebrations? They don't, they want Sharia so bad. They are running from Sharia, but these hypocrite Muslims, they want to implement Sharia in the West. They are running from the Islamic countries. They come here and they want Sharia all over. I mean, I will never understand this hypocrisy. They are running from Sharia and they want to implement Sharia. Yeah.
Make it make sense. You want to know another thing funny that apparently happened in France also?
Yeah. What?
A Muslim in a supermarket, right? Where there's the meat and all. Apparently, a Muslim took out his mantle. I'll leave it at that, and start to pee all over the pork meat.
Imagine. Yeah. Imagine. I mean, these people are angry, man. Imagine, guys, following a religion that makes you angry 24/7. They are always angry. They come out of bed angry. They're even angry with their parents. They are angry with their friends. Friends, they call each other friends, but when it comes to that, they are recording each other's phone calls. You never know. Your friend might, harm you, or expose you in public. Always make sure to record your phones, your phone calls when you are a Muslim. You can't trust. You have to always look behind your back 10 times when you walk on the streets. Friends, Muslims are friends, Yet they call us kuffar, and they say you we can't trust you Christians and whatnot. Yet we provide support. Show me one Muslim country that is taking, for example, the Muslims in. Why Muslims don't go, for example, to Qatar? Qatar was supporting jihadis. Why don't they ask for asylum there? Why they come here to the West? Why they go to Germany? Why they go to Australia? Why they go to the United States and Canada? Why don't you go to Qatar? Why don't you go to Saudi Arabia? Why is Saudi Arabia not taking the Palestinians in? Aywa. Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrite Muslims. Norway, yeah, exactly. All of these countries. It's like a bacteria, they destroy the place they were originally in, and then they move to another place. They will destroy that as well, and then they continue to another place. That's what Islam has always been doing. Show me one good thing, one advantage that Islam has provided. Show me one thing that Muslims are proud about. What? Give me one thing. Till today, they can't even create a car. They are dependent on, the smartphone that you hold in your hands, Muslims. It's created by the kuffar. Brother, we can benefit from the kuffar, okay? We Muslims are a bunch of hypocrites. We will benefit from the kuffar, okay? Rob, it's okay, brother. We can use the kuffar, inventions, brother. Because we Muslims, we have a low IQ, just like Daniel Pikachu said. Low IQ, cousin marriages. Low IQ. We can't, Yeah. What can we expect? Yet these people have the audacity to look down on people, right? Well, good for finally the Italians are waking up. Finally. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, brother Jaden, brother, thank you for
Thank you so
being on the
much.
call. No problem, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for your time, and God bless you, sir. And I really appreciated you being a nice, you're very open, man. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a good day, sir.
You too, brother. God bless. I wish you and everyone who's listening some beautiful, blessed days in this upcoming celebration of the birth of Christ. May our Lord and Savior bless all of you. Merry Christmas to everyone. Not sure if I'm going to go live soon again. Maybe if I go live, I will go after the, after the holidays. Not sure, because I'm really busy, guys. But, we'll see. If there's an opening, I might go live, though. But I'll be with family. All right. It's so important to be with your family, with your loved ones, with your friends, with my friends. So, yeah. Rob, Christian, you have friends? Yes, we have friends. Yeah.
Yeah, in case you don't come live, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas.
To you too.
And there's another Christian who wanted to come up. He said it was only gonna take like 2 minutes, and that he would stay on topic.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not sure if you want him up.
Okay, we have a Muslim. Hold on. We have a Muslim
Oh,
on
okay.
TikTok. Yeah. Hold on. Forgive me, guys. Customers first. Hello?
Hey, yo.
Hello? Welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, hello? Dalal and Nabua,
Hello,
welcome.
Here you go.
Can you raise your voice, please?
I hear you.
I can hear you too. Welcome. What do you want to say to us?
I want to engage the topic. in front of the
You want to engage the topic? Okay. So the night of the Jinn. Go ahead. What do you want to say about it?
Show us what you have shown for 1 hour right now.
Well, I want to ask you: do you believe in this story? Do you believe that the hadith is authentic? What's your about the night of the Jinn?
Of course, I don't believe the hadith is authentic, but anyways, I can agree on it. Okay, no problem.
So of course you don't believe that the hadith is authentic. Let us bury that lie because you've been told a lie, and here's the proof. Jam' al-Masanid was Sunan. This is the book of Ibn Kathir. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Here's the book. Jam' al-Masanid was Sunan. Ibn Kathir, volume 27. Al-Juz al-Saba wa-Ashrun, volume 27. This is the book of Ibn Kathir, not Arab Christian. Look on page. Here is the entire page. You can see it. I also provided the link already in the chat. Page 7526. Here is the Arabic. 7526, chapter Musnad Abdullah bin Mas'ud, radiyallahu anhu. The eyewitness, Abdullah bin Mas'ud. The one who your Prophet told you to go to regarding the recitation of the Quran. That Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the famous companion. And if we scroll down, look, this is the hadith as you see on the screen. And what does it say there? Does it say da'if?
Dude, it's literally said in the front of the beginning of the word here. Good, make your arrow in front in the beginning of the word. It says what?
Sahih.
Imam Ahmad only said. The only one who said it's sahih is Imam Ahmad. Okay, it's literally tafarrada.
Yeah.
Tafarrad.
So where's the issue with the chain of narration? So what's the point? What's the problem?
The point is Amr al-Bakali is the wrong hadith, is the wrong
so Amr al-Bakali. What's with Amr al-Bakali? What's the issue with Amr al-Bakali? Go ahead. What's the issue with Amr al-Bakali?
I reject him.
Why you reject him? Why you reject him? You're rejecting companions?
Amr al-Bakali was a companion?
Yes. Here is his name, by the way.
Proves that Amr al-Bakali was a companion.
Oh, yeah. What will you do if I can prove it? Prove it, brother. What will you do if I can prove it? Amr al-Bakali is a companion. What will you do?
And also.
No, hold on. Before we move step by step, brother. Hold on. You said prove, so you don't believe that Amr al-Bakali is a companion. That's what you're saying. Is that your point?
No, I reject it. Was there a companion slayer?
Hello, I'm asking you a question. Can you answer my question, bro? Listen to my question, because clearly you don't want to listen. You want to speak. Listen first. You said that Amr al-Bakali is not a companion of the Prophet. What if I can prove to you that he's a companion, he's a Sahabi? What will you do?
I reject what I said. Are you down?
You reject what you said? What does that mean? So you're taking it back, so you know that you're lying? Is that what you're telling me?
I am lying. I am in front of the people. I am lying, guys. I'm wrong, guys. I reject my problem, guys.
So are you admitting that you're lying now, or do you want me to prove it first so that I can prove that you are a liar? Which one of the two?
What?
Are you backtracking? Are you saying that you just lied, or are you saying if I can prove it? Let me finish my sentence, brother. How can you hear me? How can you hear me if you're talking? Listen. Do you now take it back? Do you now say that you just lied, or are you saying that I need to prove it first? Then you can accept that you lied. Which one of the two?
No, I don't want to try. I just said I back it. I said I lied. I missed it. I lied. I whatever you say, I mistaken it.
So you lied.
Okay. Are you fine?
So, brother, you see, you need to be. I know it's hard to be honest as a Muslim, but now you found out, or somebody sent you a message. Watch out, because Rob Christian is going to barbecue you, bake you, and he's going to prove that Amr al-Bakali is a companion.
No problem.
Okay. So you see, guys, he's backtracking. He's now admitting that he lied because he said he was laughing. Also, it's recorded. Amr al-Bakali is a companion. Okay. So what's the problem? So you can't trust companions now?
That's what. No, I don't say that. What? I said.
So are you throwing companions of Rasulullah under the bus?
I mistaken, dude. What the heck?
Okay. So what is the problem? So you accept? Okay. Hold on.
I accepted.
You accept. Okay. So the hadith is authentic? Yes or no?
I will make it authentic. It's authentic, dude.
You are going to make it authentic. Not Ibn Kathir, not Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, not Ahmad Shakir, not Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. You're going to make it sahih.
Ahmad ibn Hanbal reported it, not make it sahih. Okay?
Anyway, so the hadith is, if the hadith is sahih, why are you rejecting the hadith?
Yeah. Okay, let's read the hadith or what?
Let's read the hadith. Yalla, let's read it. No problem. You read it. Yalla, you're an Arabic speaker. Read it. Yalla, go ahead.
Yeah. First thing he said, عن عبد الله ibn Mas'ud. The first famous companions that you said, and what, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy, guys. In
So continue reading.
Okay. In front of the 60 people here watching, proves that Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was in the hadith.
Are you okay, bro?
In front of the 61 people here.
Who's talking? Who's talking?
Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was in this night. Prove it.
Okay. عن Abdullah bin Mas'ud. Who's talking?
عمرو. قال البكالي يحدثه عمرو.
So he's narrating from who? So Amr al-Bakali is narrating from who?
From Abdullah ibn Mas'ud.
So he got it from who?
From Abdullah ibn Mas'ud.
So Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is the narrator of the story, right? Because he's telling you that he was there with Rasulullah, right?
Okay. Proof in front of the 70 people here that Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was there in this night.
Okay. If I can prove it, what will you do? Are you going to say I lied again?
No, I will not say. Yalla, go ahead.
So what's the point of me proving it? Are you okay, bro? Yeah, left. So if I can prove that Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was there, and you're not going to admit that you lied, what's the point of me proving it?
If he was there, I will leave the channel right now.
Okay. If he was, so you're not going to. Okay. So not only that, I don't accept that. You're going to admit that your prophet was mounted and they zutted him.
No.
Two.
If we continue the hadith. Hadith is very normal. I can continue the hadith with you in front of the people. No problem. Okay. I got no problem.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, watch this. You have no clue who you're talking to, Abdul. Look, here is Ibn Kathir, Tafsir Ibn Kathir for chapter 46:29. Read it. Yalla, read. Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Yeah.
فقلت له.
Then I read from the top.
حدثه عمرو بن غيلان الثقفي قال أتيت عبد الله بن مسعود فقلت له حدثت أنك كنت مع رسول الله قال أجل.
قال شو؟
كنت مع رسول الله. قال he said yes.
Translate out everything. Translate.
Okay. Give me the
translate, Abdul. Translate. The audience want to hear what you just read.
Give me the tahdith.
Word for word. Word for word.
Give me the hadith, dude. Give me the hadith.
Tafsir Ibn Kathir, Abdul. Tafsir Ibn, this is not hadith, tafsir. Tafsir Ibn Kathir, chapter 46 of the Quran, ayah 29. When Abdullah bin Mas'ud, someone came to Abdullah bin Mas'ud. His name is Amr bin Ghaylan, صح? Al-Thaqafi. He came to Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness. Look, here's the eyewitness, Abdullah bin Mas'ud. He asked him, I asked him, you said that you were with the Prophet? Question mark. Look at the question mark. Here's the question mark. Do you see it?
No problem.
Question mark.
I agree.
قال أجل. What does أجل mean?
He said,
He said what?
Write down.
He said what?
Continue.
No.
He said
Translate. Abdul.
Continue the hadith.
Translate.
Get down.
Translate. What does ajal mean?
Get down, dude.
You laugh like a girl. What does it say? Ajal. What does ajal mean? Here, the word here. What does ajal mean?
I read it once.
Translate. You said you're going to accept that you lied. So did Abdullah bin Mas'ud? Hold on, brother. I don't want to mute you.
Why did you cut
I know you're in trouble. What did Abdullah bin Mas'ud said after the question? Was he there with the Prophet? Yes or no?
Continue the hadith. If you continue
What
the
did
hadith,
he
I'll
say?
see.
Was he there with the
Continue the
Prophet?
hadith.
Yes or no?
So you can't say it, dude. You can't say it. You can't say it, Allah. You can't.
Abdul, listen carefully to my question. You asked me to prove it. I just proved it. What did Abdullah bin Mas'ud say when he was asked, were you with the Prophet that night? What did he say? What did he say? Were you with the Prophet? Question mark. What did he say then? قال شو?
When I asked you, you said you will give me the full
شو?
hadith. Why don't you give the full hadith, dude? Give us the full hadith. Why do you cut the hadith and
I'm not
why
cutting.
cut
I
the
want
hadith,
you
dude?
to read what does it say on the screen.
Okay, get down.
Translate first. Translate.
Let's get down, dude.
Translate.
Let's get down.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Look
down,
down.
dude.
Look down, Abu, look down. Watch your head. Yeah, exactly. Prove it, brother. Prove it. Yeah, look down and watch your head. Exactly, Abu. You see, guys? Prove it. Even Ibn Kathir is proving it, brother. So, guys, translation for the people who are listening. Okay? Translation. And of course, we have multiple proofs. Here's the translation of Ibn Kathir's tafsir. Okay? Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Take a screenshot. Amr bin Ghaylan al-Thaqafi said, I came to Abdullah bin Mas'ud and asked him, you, Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness, you, Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness, okay, the eyewitness, were you there, brother? You reported that you were with the Messenger of Allah at the night of the Jinn. Ibn Mas'ud said, he said what? Ajal, yes, I was with him. Yes. Question mark. You see the question mark? Aywa. Prove it. I just proved it. You want to throw the hadith under the bus? Abdul, it's Sahih hadith. Remember, the Mashayikh said you can't reject Sahih hadith. You're out of the fold of Sunni Islam. Since these are Sunni books. Here is more proof. Prove it. Rob, prove it. Here is more proof. Prove it. I'm fool. You have no clue who you're talking to. Tarikh al-Islam Imam al-Dhahabi. Imam al-Dhahabi is who, guys? Anybody knows? Imam al-Dhahabi is the student. Here is also the online version from dorar.net of the book that you see on the screen. And here is literally the book itself, the physical copy. Tarikh al-Islam, the history of Islam by Imam al-Dhahabi, the student of Ibn Taymiyyah himself. Okay? Salafi Muslims. On page 200. Prove it that Abdullah bin Mas'ud was there. Look. Hadith sahih, not da'if. Do you see it? Hadith is sahih. The hadith is sahih in the green. Sahih hadith, not da'if. Prove it. Idiot, you want to throw authentic hadiths under the bus? Don't claim to be Sunni then next time. Ya munafiq, ya zindiq, ya kafir, ya adu Allah. Sahih hadith. Okay? Look what it says. Okay? When Abdullah bin Mas'ud is asked again, Abdullah bin Mas'ud is describing az-zut. Look. Inna Abdullah bin Mas'ud, he saw a zut, someone from the zut, on one of the roads. Okay, and he was asked, Ma haula? Abdullah bin Mas'ud, who are they? قالوا, they are az-zut. قال, then he says, I did not see anyone that looked like a zut except during the night of the Jinn. Illa Jinn, Laylat Jinn. So guys, Abdullah bin Mas'ud is describing how the zut look like, and he's telling you that he never saw someone that looked like the Jinn until the night of the Jinn. So he was there. Okay, look, let's read together, guys, again. Here is the translation for the page that we just showed you. Look, Tarikh al-Islam, Sahih Hadith, not Da'if, Sahih. And it was narrated from Abi Uthman al-Nahdi that Ibn Mas'ud saw a zut. He asked, who are they? Who are they? He said, these are az-zut. He said, I haven't seen anyone in their likeness except the jinn in the night of the jinn. So in other words, guys, Abdullah was an eyewitness and he saw it happening. He saw that these jinn look like az-zut during the night of the jinn. Do you see it? And then he continues, Ibn Mas'ud said, I went together with the messenger of Allah on the night of the jinn. So Ibn Mas'ud doubles it down twice now. Okay, same page. Look, if I go back. عن Ibn Mas'ud, from Ibn Mas'ud, قال, I went, انطلقت مع رسول الله. I went with the Prophet during the night of the jinn, in the night of the jinn. So Abdullah literally doubles it down in the same page, page 200. He says, I was there with the Prophet, with the messenger. Do you see it? Ibn Mas'ud said, I went together with the messenger of Allah. So accept that your Prophet was zutted. Like, take it. Just take the L. Take it, take it. Take it. Take it. Yes. You see, guys, what I do to liars and deceivers? And he admits, guys, I'm happy that even before I showed him the hadith, before I showed him that the hadith is authentic, he admitted that he lied live on air. Take it. Own it. Just take the L, just like the Prophet took it in the butt. What? In the butt. Take it. Yalla, all night long. All night long, all night. Take it. Own it like your Prophet owned it. Eh? See, guys, what happens when you talk to Rob Christian? We're going to zut you like the Prophet zutted the Prophet, brother. Okay? Own it. Own it, brother. Own it. Take it. Own it. Shameless people. Imagine, guys, that you need to lie and they are admitting that they are lying. They need to lie to defend the honor of their Prophet, right? They need to lie. They know they are a bunch of liars. Okay? They know that they are a bunch of liars and they can only lie about their Prophet. Own it! Take it! Yalla!
Well, my friends, the moon is high out here in the dunes where the straight boys never fly. Tents are popping, boots are dropping, our zoots are hot and the lube ain't stopping. Feel the heat rising from the sand, 100 shirtless bros with their dicks in hand. No names, no shame, just one goal.
Look at the train.
That train till we all reach the glory hole. Tamboli, they say the sand gets in my crack. Oh, bend over, take it back.
Yeah.
All night long.
All night long.
Everybody grab a
You get the idea. You get the idea, right, guys? So we have an eyewitness. He was with the Prophet. And like I said, guys, this is a good example of a Muslim. Good example of a Muslim who doesn't not know that there were many nights Muhammad used to go alone without an eyewitness, and sometimes he used to take Ibn Mas'ud with him. Many nights, again for the slow Muslims out there, many nights of the jinn, not just one. Many nights. Sometimes Muhammad went alone to be zutted, no eyewitness, and sometimes there was an eyewitness in the shape of Abdullah bin Mas'ud. Okay? Did you catch it? Multiple nights. There were multiple incidents. Multiple. Rob, can you prove it? Yes, of course. I'm the Rob Christian, brother. Look. Okay. Look. In the book of Imam al-Bayhaqi, Rob, you have the link? Let's see if I have a link. I think I do. Okay. In the book of Imam al-Bayhaqi, one of the biggest scholars in Sunni Islam, the book of Imam al-Bayhaqi with the stamp and everything as you see it on the screen. Okay. Stamp and everything. Dar al-Kutub al-Alamiyya, DKI, Beirut, Lebanon, the Beirut edition. Look, here's the stamp of the publisher, right? Beirut, Lebanon. Okay. Dalal al-Nubuwah by Imam al-Bayhaqi, volume 2. Okay. Volume 2. Guys, here's the link. On page, let's see which page. Page 227 and also page 230, back to back. If you go to page 227, okay, page 227, okay, page 227 in the bottom, aywa. It says in the bottom that there are many paths for this hadith, and then again mentioning what Abdullah ibn Mas'ud earlier said. But here it says that Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is narrating two stories. One story saying that he was with the Prophet, and another incident he wasn't with the Prophet. Okay? And here is the translation of what you see on the screen. Okay? Okay? Here is the translation of what you see on the screen. So I also created a translation for you. Okay? Here's the translation. Dalal al-Nubuwah by Al-Bayhaqi, volume 2, page 227. And this is according to Ibn Abbas. When the jinn heard the recitation of the Quran, these black jinn came to Muhammad another time in the night. So at least there were at least 2 nights. Okay, there are at least 2 nights. So he went with them and started to read the Quran on the jinn, as said by Abdullah bin Mas'ud. And he saw the traces of their fires. Remember, the jinn are created from smokeless fire, right, guys? Okay. And Abdullah ibn Mas'ud memorized both stories and narrated them both. So, in other words, there were at least 2 different nights. One night, he wasn't with the Prophet, and another night, he was with the Prophet. Footnote, there is a footnote. Look, here, footnote. There is a footnote. Aywa. The hadith of Ibn Mas'ud from this path has a lot of narrations. Some of these say that Ibn Mas'ud did not witness it, and other narrations do say that he did witness this event, the night of the jinn. So, in other words, guys, there are multiple nights where he was with the Prophet, and on other nights Muhammad used to go alone. This is why Muslims are confused. They think that there is only one night. No, there were multiple. Look, another time. Look, if we go up, it says literally marra ukhra here. If you know Arabic, so let me point it out. Marra ukhra. Let me take my highlight tool. Hold on. Highlight tool. Marra ukhra. Another night. Another time. There were multiple nights. Okay? And Abdullah bin Mas'ud, I went with him. فَذَهَبْ مَعَهُ. I went with him. So one night Muhammad was alone, and another night he took Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness, with him. Guys, is this clear enough or not? I think it's clear enough. Pretty clear, right, guys? Multiple nights. At least one night, Abdullah bin Mas'ud was with him. Other nights, Muhammad used to go alone. Yes, Muhammad used to take it from the jinn many times. Sometimes he was alone without eyewitnesses. Sometimes Abdullah bin Mas'ud was with him to witness it. Okay? Guys, always remind to take notes. Multiple nights, at least 2 nights, okay? 2 nights, one with Abdullah bin Mas'ud, another night, he was alone. The Prophet was alone, being zutted alone, without watching, without the eyewitness watching. Okay? This is very important because Muslims will come with all kind of bankrupt arguments, as you noticed. It's recorded. So first, they will not hesitate to throw the authentic hadith under the bus. Then when you catch them, like the jinn caught Muhammad, then they will admit that they lie because they know we have the books. Then they will say Amr al-Bakali, he's a nobody, he's rejected in hadith. or whatever, then when we prove that this guy is a companion too, they will say we lie. Then they will say Abdullah ibn Mas'ud wasn't there. Then we show them multiple books and they will still run their mouths. They still will lie about it. Yet all of us know in the meantime that this happened. And there were many nights where Muhammad was enjoying himself with the jinn. Muhammad, guys, was a voodoo guy. Muhammad loved to talk with demonic spirits. Muhammad is even in the Quran called a magician. Remember? In one of the ayahs of the Quran, Muhammad is being called a magician. He used to practice voodoo. He used to talk to evil spirits. That's why Khadija, his wife, the boss, Khadija herself, the first wife of Muhammad, she commanded Muhammad to go sit in that cave in the hope that demonic spirits will talk to him. And we know what Jibreel did to him. And Lord knows what Jibreel did to him in that cave. Jibreel, guys, is clearly not an angel, because an angel will not grab you by the throat, squeeze you as if Jibreel wanted some mayonnaise or, ketchup, squeezing the Prophet. Squeezing? You know what squeezing now means, right, guys? Clearly, the demon Jibreel jumped on his back and zutted him. Of course, Yusuf. Of course, Jibreel was one of the demons. Okay? Remember, sometimes with witnesses, sometimes without witnesses. All right. If you want to take a screenshot of the translation, back to back with the book, there you go. I also gave you the dorar.net and the website. Now on page, I almost forgot, on page 230 of the same book, guys, look. This is page 227, all right? Here is page 230 of the same book. I also put here the English translation on the screen. Look, page 230. That's the page number. So we showed you page 227. Here is page 230, okay? Page 230. Let's read. Yunus bin Zayd told me from Ibn Shihab. He said, Abu Uthman bin Sina told me that he heard Abdullah ibn Mas'ud saying. So the eyewitness, Abdullah bin Mas'ud saying, the Messenger of Allah said to his companions while he was in Mecca, who from among you likes to see the jinn? So Muhammad tried to even invite his Sahaba to come with him. Look who's talking. The Prophet. The Prophet said to his companions while he was in Mecca, who from among you likes to see the jinn? Why, Ya Rasulullah? What do you want us to show? What do you want us to show? What do you want to, it's a peep show? Yes. Come with me so you can see me being mounted by the jinn. Zutted. Okay? Come watch the show, Ya Akhwan. But no one of them saw the incident except who? The Abful earlier said, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud wasn't with him. But look what it says. Except me. Who is talking? Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, the eyewitness. But no one of them saw the incident except me. So he went to the highest place of Mecca and he drew a circle for me with his foot. Then he commanded to sit down. He commanded Abdullah ibn Mas'ud to sit down in the circle, in it. Right? Sit down, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, in the circle. I want to see circles, everyone, in the chat. Then he stood up and went away and opened the Quran. You get the story, right, guys? You get the idea. So who was the eyewitness in this case? Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. How many sources do I need to show you? Ghairi. Do you see? There was no one except me. No one was there with the Prophet except me. And then we went. Hold on, guys, on TikTok. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I need to send someone a message. Important. Forgive me for that, guys. Can you still hear me on TikTok? I had to send someone a message who called me. I will call him back later. Forgive me for that. So you see, guys, there. I mean, the proof is on the screen. Muhammad, they went. The Zut, the Qawm al-Zut went like a train through him. A train of jinns went through the Prophet. And when they were done with the Prophet, right, and Abdullah is in the circle watching, when they were done with him all night long, when finally sunrise came, right, the sun rose up, Muhammad was exhausted, he felt heavy, and he was in pain. And so now we know where the pain was. Without lube, of course, brother. Without lube, Muhammad owned it and took it like a champion. So be proud, Muslims, listen. Be proud about the fact that Muhammad, your prophet, took it like a champion from Qawm al-Zut. He became literally the public toilet of the jinn. Muhammad dropped the soap in the middle of the desert. Muhammad dropped the soap and he took it like a champion. So you should be proud about your prophet. If you're not proud enough, you want to throw this authentic hadith under the bus, like the lying Muslims that you are. While you're at it, while you're throwing authentic hadiths under the bus like these, why are you still a Muslim? Leave Islam in its entirety. Don't become Quranist like many embarrassed Muslims out there. Because you can't claim to be a Sunni Muslim and throw hadith that are authentic like that away. Because the scholar said you can't throw authentic hadith under the bus. And whatever you're going to do, we are going to bust you because we have the sources and we have the knowledge. This is why I say, guys, if you want to talk about this incident, this night of the jinn, you need to be prepared because Muslims will come with all kinds of counter arguments. So what you need to do, guys, rewatch the live show over and over and over again and take notes. Download all the books, take notes how to deal with their lies because they will lie, as you noticed. They will lie. Not sure if this is a Muslim or a Christian, not sure. We have someone on the call. Hello? Hello? Okay, maybe by mistake. It's not here anymore. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim who wants to come up? I don't know. I've always asked myself this question. Why are they embarrassed? At least Warner and his homeboys are even willing to take it up the butt. Right? Malik exposed Warner, one of the Dawah boys. He said he's willing to even take it up the butt, like the Prophet. No? Beautiful story, of course. With no Vaseline. Any Muslim? Right? I mean.
You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati, just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. Can you believe that, Warner? You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati, just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. Can you believe that Warner comes to me like this? He's like, Malik, I don't know how I get away with everything with the dawah. It's so funny, bro. This is how he talks. It's so funny, bro. I never get caught or called out for my stuff. It's because I'm big. Chat, if you remember when I took that picture on my birthday, he was like, yo, put the chain on for the pic. I was like, yo, because he was rolling the blind. The chain was hurting his neck. So I said, yo, put the chain on me if you're gonna smoke, right?
Smoke.
Chat, this guy.
So taking it up the butt, smoking, you know what smoking means, right? Smoking pot.
Gets high as hell all day.
He's what? He's
night.
what?
So I said, yo, put the chain on me if you're gonna smoke, right? Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day and all night. This guy had a chick in his bed calling me on FaceTime. A random girl that he picked up. That's why, bro, when you see these Dawa guys bring influencers and they're 10 deep, just know they're at the local club at night.
So guys, what you're listening to is a Dawa, another Dawa boy. His name is Malik, and he's exposing the rest of the Dawa boys. Okay? He's exposing what they are saying, how they are smoking pot. This guy here is the guy that he's talking about. He gave him his chain. So this chain here around his neck is the chain of this guy here in the background. And this guy is talking about taking it in the butt. But what? Yeah. This is embarrassing, man. Embarrassing.
Hey, go with your binoculars. And bro, they're always asking me, yo, Malik, where should we go? Malik, where's the spot? Malik, how do I get the cars out here? Malik, how many times has Warner hit me up to try to get him a car out there for his friends? How many times, bro, this guy's even doing TikToks. Wanna see to the tele, and he got he's doing the little dance with him. The same Muslims that pass out Qurans going to Colombia with Myron. They were all there.
Hold on, so these are the same Dawa bros who are giving people Qurans, and what they do? They go and have sex with all kinds of women. Probably they are giving each other also massage, in the hotel rooms, like Ibn Ketchup said earlier. Sheikh Ibn Ketchup, you want to give me a massage, Sneeko? And they are smoking pot. And they are even willing to take it up the butt like the Prophet.
Sneeko, Adam, Slim, they're all there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That group, I feel like they're separate from Lantern. Like,
okay, fam, why are you busy on Lantern? Go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with you and Sneeko. Is it true? Do you know that Leafy records phone calls of Dean and Libiano?
So all of these Dawa bros, Sneeko, Adam Saleh, Slim, Warner, Muslim Lantern, all of them, they go to Bosnia and they smashing girls. Lord knows what happens in that hotel room, smoking pot. And on top of that, they are recording each other's phone calls. Phone check, homie, phone check. So they are recording the conversations because they are terrified of one another. They don't even trust one another. They go to Mecca together. They go to Bosnia together, but they cannot trust one another. They are even recording each other's phone calls because you never know when that Dawa bro will stab the other Dawa bro in the back.
Did you guys know that? Leafy literally is on. They're supposed to be buddies, but Leafy records their phone calls.
Wow.
Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things.
Hold on. Libiano is a what?
Leafy literally is on. They're supposed to be buddies, but Leafy records their phone calls.
Wow.
Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things, but he doesn't want to get caught on the phone, so they have to record him. May Allah curse me if I'm lying.
Oof.
But
so may Allah curse you for lying if you're lying? Exactly.
May Allah curse me if I'm lying. But imagine, I'm the problem maker. Wait, Dean, you don't know who we are?
Yeah.
Wait, Dean, you just say we don't know who we are? Hey, Dean, you took conscious edits from ChatGPT, bro, and now you think you're special.
So he's accusing him of using ChatGPT now?
What the hell?
Yeah, all right, Cristiano Ronaldo. You debate like a dry piece of toast.
Yo, bro.
Dean, you debate like a dry piece of toast,
bro.
Dean.
Why are you doing?
Chill out.
Why are you Why are you coming for Dean?
And guys, that's the tip of the iceberg. I haven't even gotten to personal shit. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt I haven't even gotten to personal shit. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said, guys, that's the tip of the iceberg. I haven't even gotten to personal shit. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati, just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner.
Wow. Lord have mercy. What can be seen on the internet cannot be unseen. What has been seen cannot be unseen. Wow.
Emotional damage.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Guys, they are doing my job for me, man. Rob Christian, it's better for you just to close shop. We don't need you anymore. Let the Dawa bros do their thing, Rob. We don't need you, Rob, anymore. We don't need you, Rob Christian, to expose the Dawa bros. They are exposing one another. What about the females, by the way? The Muslim ladies are also exposing the dawah bros as we speak. They are done with the dawah bros because they know how evil these dawah bros are. What kind of scumbags and scammers these dawah bros are. They are literally begging Muslims, layman Muslims, the regular Muslims, for money for the dawah, to take that money, go to Bosnia, go to Mecca and do all that nasty stuff. Not only with one another, but they are smashing women in Bosnia with the dawah money. They take the money that they collected from the dawah. Dawah. Now we know what dawah means. And they're even willing to take it up the butt like the Prophet. At least Warner is a proud Muhammadan though. He's at least following the teaching and tradition of the Prophet, who took it, who owned it. Who owned it like Muhammad owned it. Guys, have you watched my video, by the way? Have you watched my video that went viral? Have you watched my video that went viral? Rob, which video, Rob? This video. Enjoy. The famous Sheikh Ahmed Muhammad al-Sudani, who also happens to be the teacher of another famous TikTok Sheikh, Zayn Khairallah, publicly exposed a shocking fact about the Prophet of Islam, which we have always talked about for years now.
أبو طالب كان الرسول معه وأنه كان يلوط بالرسول صلى الله عليه.
يلوط بالرسول? So the Sheikh from Sudan here on the screen admits that even the uncle of the Prophet was sodomizing the Prophet. So Abu Talib, the uncle, gave it to Muhammad? Yes. One more time, ya Sheikh. Famous TikTok Sheikh Zayn Khairallah publicly exposed a shocking fact about the Prophet of Islam, which we have always talked about for years now.
أبو طالب كان الرسول معه وأنه كان يلوط بالرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. وأن الرسول لما نكح زوجة أبو طالب في القبر كان يريد أن ينتقم من أبي طالب. وأن الرسول نفسه كان يلوط علي بن أبي طالب.
Even Ali took it. So the Prophet kept it in the family and they were all having sex with one another and sodomizing one another.
أبو طالب كان الرسول معه وأنه كان يلوط بالرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Emotional damage.
Wow. As you see, the shuyukh cannot hide it anymore and they are now forced to come clean. Because they know that we, the Arabic-speaking Christians, have exposed it already too many times on the internet and we will keep exposing it every day. So the Imams are now forced to admit it in public as well. It's happening, guys. We've always said the downfall of Islam is going to be the internet. But what has been seen cannot be unseen.
أبو طالب كان الرسول معه وأنه كان يلوط بالرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Emotional damage.
Before any gullible Muslims will say, the Sheikh doesn't know what he's talking about, our Sheikh is lying. Maybe our Sheikh is high on camel juice, Allahu Alam. No, Habibi, no. The Sheikh is quoting your Islamic books. And we can find this devastating fact in Tafsir al-Razi for chapter 93 of the Quran, ayah 6. We read that at the age of 8, Muhammad became an orphan. So his uncle Abu Talib took the little boy in his house. So we see now how his uncle Abu Talib one day tells the story to his brother Al-Abbas, what he was doing to the little boy Muhammad. Abu Talib said, when they were going to sleep, the uncle was ordering the boy to take off his clothes and sleep naked in his bed. His uncle was then touching his naked body and smelling it, saying how good the little kid's body smelled. Here are some questions to the Muslims who are listening, and maybe they can answer them in the comments. Why was the uncle commanding Muhammad to take off his clothes and sleep in his bed? And what was the uncle exactly doing to Muhammad, the little boy being totally naked in his uncle's bed? Do you agree that the uncle was sodomizing the Prophet as the Sheikh said? And last but not least, where was Allah to protect the Prophet as a boy?
وأن الرسول لما نكح زوجة أبو طالب في القبر كان يريد أن ينتقم من أبي طالب.
And of course, we have the receipts. We find this in كنز العمال في سنن الأقوال والأفعال in volume 13 on page 636. In this Hassan good hadith, hadith number 37608, we read, narrated from Ibn Abbas, when Fatima, the mother of Ali, died, Rasulullah took off his shirt and put it on her and had sex with her in her grave. When the dirt covered her, some of them, meaning the Sahaba, said, "O Rasulullah, we never saw you doing this to anyone before." As you see, they were very shocked. He said, "I put my shirt on her so she will wear the clothes of paradise, and I, Muhammad, had sex with her in her grave to relieve her from the pressure of the grave. For she was the best of Allah's creation after Abu Talib." So Muhammad had sex with the wife of his own uncle Abu Talib, and as you heard the Shaykh saying, this was out of revenge.
وأن الرسول نفسه كان يلوط علي بن أبي طالب.
And we know what Muhammad and his cousin Ali were doing inside the masjid when they were alone. At this rate, this is getting worse and worse for Rasulullah. Muslims, how is this a prophet and not a proud member of the rainbow community and a cornstar of the 7th century? Now I understand why there are so many cousin marriages in Islam. In Islam, Muslims are told that Allah would protect his beloved prophet from everyone and everybody. But if Allah truly exists, then why did he fail to protect Muhammad? Muslims will ask for proof. Sure, let us open the authentic sources to show the proof. In the following book called Al-Mustadrak ala Sahihain, volume 3, page 588, we find the following authentic hadith. Hadith number 4416. And all the men in the chain are the same trustworthy men that you can find in the authentic books like Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. And the hadith is from Ibn Abbas, the cousin of the Prophet. After the from, we can read, فَكَلَّمَتْهُ سَلَمَ فَقَالَتْ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ ابن عمك وابن عمتك وسهرك فقال لا حاج لي فيهما أما ابن عمي فهتك عرضي وأما ابن عمتي وصهري فهو الذي قال لي بمكة ما قال. Salama spoke to him and said, O Messenger of Allah, your cousin, your aunt's son, and your son-in-law, he said, I have no need of them. As for my cousin, he graped me. And as for my cousin and my son-in-law, he is the one who said to me in Mecca what he said. So the other cousin insulted him in Mecca. So guys, so we have two cousins. One graped him. So guys, we have two cousins, okay? One from the mother's side, okay? One from the mother's side. Sorry, no, both of them, forgive me. Both of them are from the father's side, forgive me. So one of them is the uncle, the brother of the father, and the other one is from the aunt, still from the father's side. So from the aunt and from the uncle, both from the father's side, okay? One cousin, the first cousin, the son of his uncle, he graped him. The other one insulted him. Okay, do you see how the insulting is separated from the grape? Because Muslims will do all kind of mental gymnastics and they say, it doesn't mean grape. Yes, it does. And we're going to prove it also from the dictionaries. Hold on, hold your camels, Muslims, hold your camels. We have everything covered for you. Watch. And the other insulted him in Mecca. So wait, the Prophet of Islam comes clean and admits that he got graped by his own cousin. And Allah was nowhere to protect him from being ravished by his own family. So you see, guys, this is the classical dictionary, almaani.com. هتك العرض is any sexual assault. كل اعتداء جنسي. Any sexual assault is called هتك العرض. You see it? So they did grape him. هتك العرض. هتك عرضي. There you go. Lexical dictionary exposes your lies, Muslims. Family members, wow, I'm speechless. Where's Allah when you need him? Where was Jibreel to protect him? And we can find the same authentic hadith in another book called Al-Isaba fi Tamyiz al-Sahaba by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, volume 4 on page 11. And here on this page we find that the cousin who... We have a guest maybe? Hold on. Yes, hello? Hello, you're live on air? Mr. Waq?
Yo.
Yo, are you a Muslim? He came by mistake. Yo, and he dropped down. Yo, whoa, yo. Wa rahmatul yo wa barakatuh, yo. Yo, yo. I'm a Muslim, yo, yo. And then he drops down. This is embarrassing. Yo. Hey, yo. Yo. Wa rahmatul yo wa barakatuh. I mean, Sister Diane, do you see it? The Muslims are yo, yo. What's up, yo? Yo. Sister Diane, do you see it? Yo. What's up, yo? We have Muslims who can say more than yo and then drop down. Yo, yo. So book number 2, Asqalani, volume 4 on page 11. And here on this page we find that the cousin who raped Muhammad, his name was Abu Sufyan. Now some Muslims will try to protect their prophet, unlike Allah, who failed to protect the anus of his prophet and lie and say, hold on guys, hold on. Do you see the Quran? In the Quran, Allah supposedly raised the promise. So Allah said, and I swear I'm going to protect you, Ya Rasulullah. Allah said in chapter 5, ayah 67, don't worry, be happy, Momo. Momo, I, Allah, will protect you from people. I will protect you, Ya Rasulullah. Where is the protection? The Jinn zutted Muhammad during the night of the Jinn. The cousin gave it to Muhammad. The uncle gave it to Muhammad. And no Allah to be found. Where is Allah to send Jibreel? Allah said, I will protect you from the people. I'll protect your moon from splitting, Ya Rasulullah. Why did Allah lie? Question, is there a Allah? And if there is Allah, Muslims, where's Allah when you need him to protect the anus of the Prophet? 2 questions, very easy questions. Is there a Allah? If you claim yes, question number 2, immediately. If you claim that there is Allah, where is Allah when you need him to protect the anus? Why did Allah not protect the anus of the Prophet? Good questions, right, guys? These are very fair questions. Because Allah made a promise. And you Muslims say, when Allah makes a promise, Allah cannot change his mind. Or did Allah abrogate himself? Allah abrogated himself. Allah took the protection back. Allah abrogated himself, ya akhwan. Allah abrogated himself. Aywa.
Emotional, damn it.
I mean, Allah, if Allah is a big fat liar and he did not protect, then now I understand why the family gave it to Muhammad and why the jinn gave it to Muhammad. So Muhammad, literally because of Allah, Muhammad became damaged goods. Momo became damaged goods. And that's why he damaged Aisha too. Because Muhammad was damaged goods. And they kept it in a family. You see, guys, these tribal communities, guys, Muhammad lived in a tribal community, okay? And when you live in tribal communities like that, it's clearly normal for men to grape little boys. And remember, Muhammad had no father anymore. He had no mother anymore. He was an orphan. And nobody was there to protect him. So the uncle, grabbed his chance, took Muhammad, commanded him to sleep in his bed naked, and at the age of 8, Muhammad, the grape started for him. Bedouin, tribal communities, exactly. And when you have no father or mother to protect you, the uncle and the cousins will take you and they will do the moon splitting. Now, do you understand what the actual moon splitting is, guys? When Muslims talk about moon splitting, we know where the moon splitting happened. Between of Muhammad, of Muhammad. You get it right, guys? When they talk about the miracle of moon splitting, they're talking about the the moon of Muhammad. Okay? And that's why Muhammad hated the women, guys. Muhammad, because he was always being raped, Muhammad developed a lot of hatred for women because there was no mommy, there was no woman to protect them. Because, when you have evil men like these, Muhammad at the age of 8, there should have been a woman who took him in, take care of him, because the men were always behind him. And Muhammad kept dropping the soap. Muhammad had very slippery hands. And it started at the age of 8. Yeah. Did you catch it? Allah lied. There is no
Their
Allah.
prophet, unlike Allah, who failed to protect the anus of his prophet and lie and say, no, hataka irdi does not mean he raped me, but it means he insulted me. That is tarqiyah, pure deception and a big fat lie. Because the one who insulted him, as we read earlier, was the other cousin Abdullah and not Abu Sufyan. But it was his cousin Abu Sufyan who raped the Prophet of Islam. And
guys, remember the name. It was his cousin Abu Sufyan, the cousin Abu Sufyan, who raped Muhammad also. Abu Sufyan, remember the name? Abu Sufyan is the person who raped him, the cousin. Okay, remember the name. So we have the Zut, we have the uncle Abu Talib, and Abu Sufyan, the cousin,
who raped the Prophet of Islam. And to refute their silly objection even more, here is an official dictionary called Al-Ma'ani, where you can find the meaning of hataka ird fatat.
Do you see what it means? Hataka al-ard? Hataka ard? Do you see what it means? Grape, ravishment, violation. To grape, to ravish, to violate. Rab, you're lying, Rab. Hataka al-ard does not mean grape, okay? It's not the synonym for ikhtisab. Right? It's literally grape. You see it? So he was graped. Hataka irdi. Muhammad said hataka irdi. There you go.
Oh, imra'a, graping a girl or a woman. I mean, the proof is on the screen. And since Muslims love...
And here's another translation. Hataka al-ird. Hataka al-ird. What does it mean? Kul i'tida jinsi. Any sexual assault is called hataka al-ird. So what happened to Muhammad? He was raped.
Of the Prophet Google so much, if you simply Google hataka ird fatat.
So guys, I did a simple Google search. I put in hataka ird fatat. Raping of a girl. Okay? Fatat, girl. Do you see the pictures? They speak for themselves, right? Do you see the hand here? You see what it means? Yeah.
You'll get countless of images of girls being... You get the idea. And to bury the bankrupt objection of the Dawah girls and boys 10 feet under the ground, here is a video where inside a courtroom an imam is charged with raping an innocent girl, and the same Arabic words are used. هاتك عرض.
أن المتهم سليمان فايد سليمان محمد والذي يعمل إماما وخطيبا ومحفظا للقرآن الكريم قد اقترف جرما واسما عظيما وحدثا جللا. إذ هتك عرض الطفلة جنى عبد الله.
So guys, we have an imam, a filthy imam. Imagine your parents, you sent your beautiful daughter, a precious daughter, you send her to the imam, and what does the imam do? Instead of teaching her Quran, he teaching her how to be raped. So the imam is in the court, and they are accusing him. We have the accuser, we have the, we have a courtroom, and he's being accused, and he's going to get a punishment for raping the little girl.
إماما وخطيبا ومحفظا للقرآن الكريم قد اقترف جرما واسما عظيما وحدثا جللا. إذا هتك عرض الطفلة.
Do you see it? هتك عرض الطفلة. He raped a little girl. أيوة. Do you see what that it means grape? Do you see it?
عظيما وحدثا جللا. إذا هتك عرض الطفلة جنى عبد الله المحمدي
That's her
والتي
name.
لم تبلغ الثانية عشرة.
So the Imam did what? He raped a 12-year-old. She didn't even reach 12 years. She was 11 at that time. Okay. So he raped an 11-year-old girl. She was 11 years old only. 11 years, guys. Okay. He did what to her? He raped her. Poor little Jannah.
مستغلا سلطته عليها باعتباره محفظا لها لكتاب الله، فحفظت هي كتاب الله. أما المتهم فلم يعمل بحفظه ولم يحفظها، فحق عليه العقاب بأقصى عقوبة قررها المشرع وفقا للمادة 268. لذلك
The court sentence.
حكمت المحكمة بمعاقبة سليمان فايد سليمان محمد بالسجن المؤبد. هتك عرض الطفلة. هتك عرض الطفلة.
Do you see it? هتك عرض الطفلة. So do you see what هتك عرضي means, guys? It means grape. So was the Prophet raped? Yes. You get the idea. Right, guys? You get the idea. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim who will deny his own books about the Prophet? So we have a zut, the jinn. We have the uncle. And we have the cousin. 3 strikes, Muhammad. 3 strikes, you are out. Out of here. You're out of here, Muhammad. 3 strikes. 3 strikes. The uncle, the zut, and the cousin. Any Muhammadan? Guys, if you are a humble Christian, you'll think, man, I really feel sorry. I feel sorry for the Prophet, man. What happened to him? Unbelievable. Do you now understand why Muhammad became so demonic and evil? Why he developed so much hate for everyone and everybody? Why he became so violent? Why he had such a dark heart? If you don't follow my religion, I will fight you. Right? Why he developed so much hate for anyone and everybody who exposed him? Why he developed so much hate for the Jews and the Christians who are always exposing him? Of course, nobody should, Reagan. Don't get me wrong. Right? He deserves everything that what happened to him. Muhammad became demonic, and he even destroyed Aisha, not only physically but mentally as well. Her mother used to make her fat enough for Muhammad. Because the idea goes like this. If Aisha was fat enough, she could handle the 1-inch pecker of Muhammad. Not even 1 inch, maybe a ½ inch. Because Muhammad was always taking it. Muhammad was a receiver, not a giver. Right? He was a receiver. Right? Proud receiver. Muhammad was the Bachebazi of the 7th century. Okay. Muhammad was a wide receiver. Okay. Wide, literally a wide receiver. Because, circle, brother, circle, a huge circle, brother. Wide receiver, brother. Hi, Tangerine. What's up, Tangerine? What's up, buddy? Any Muslim? Muslims, come on. You're proud. You Muslims say you follow the fastest growing cult. What happens? Exactly, glue. Any Muslim? Come on, Muslims. Don't be scared. Don't be terrified. Come at least say hi. Let's talk. Why are you scared? يخرب بيتك يا رسول الله. يخرب بيتك. يخرب بيتك. Haninan. Remember the word haninan, guys. It's very essential in the hadith of Zut, right? Haninan means literally the banana of a man. Okay? Take that as a note. People forget it. Haninan is the plural form of hin. Okay, haninan is the plural form of hin, and that is the banana of a man. Now, Rob, can you please prove that hin literally means banana? Yes. For example, guys. For example, if we go to the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, okay, Ibn Taymiyyah explains what the word hin means. Because hin is a classical word, classical Arabic word. We don't use it anymore as Arabic native speakers, right? We don't use the word hin. We use the word, for example, ayr. Okay, the word ayr means banana. Okay, the word ayr. So let's see what Ibn Taymiyyah said about it. Okay, what did Ibn Taymiyyah say about it? How did he translate the word? Who? Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Islam, the teacher of Ibn Kathir himself. Okay, Ibn Taymiyyah. Okay, so let us go to Z Ibn Taymiyyah, brother. The Z Ibn Taymiyyah. Aywa. Z Ibn Taymiyyah, brother. Ibn Taymiyyah. We open the book of Ibn Taymiyyah. We go to the book of Ibn Taymiyyah. Okay, here is the link. For Muslims say, Rob, you're photoshopping, Rob. Rob, you're photoshopping. That's what they always say. Rob, you're photoshopping our books, okay? No, Habibi, no. We leave the photoshopping for you Muslims. You Muslims are the best photoshoppers, okay? So the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, Majmu' al-Fatawa li Ibn Taymiyyah, volume 28. Do you see it? Volume 28. Volume 28. Let me reopen tool here again. Sometimes it's crashing during the live show. I don't know why. Maybe I need to reinstall the app again. Not sure. But anyway. So in the book of Ibn Taymiyyah called Majmu' al-Fatawa, volume 28, okay, volume 28 by Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah al-Harrani. That Ibn Taymiyyah, okay, the teacher of who? Ibn Kathir, the teacher of Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, the teacher of Imam al-Dhahabi, the famous Imam al-Dhahabi, that Ibn Taymiyyah. You see how many scholars are his students? Okay. On page 232, page 232, let me type it in the screen as well, 232, that's the page number of Ibn Taymiyyah's book, Majmu' al-Fatawa. Okay, we scroll up, look, here, the highlighted part, let me make it bigger. The famous hadith, authentic hadith about the biting of the banana. If you brag, if the hadith goes like this, that Momo said, if you boast, you brag about the pre-Islamic, the Jahiliyyah, the pre-Islamic period or era, then the Prophet said, go buy the banana of your father, brother. That's literally, those are literally the words that came out of the mouth of Muhammad. Now guess what the word is? The word is hin. Hin. Okay? The classical word hin is used. Haninan is the plural. Hin is the singular form. Hin. And what is the word hin? What is the synonym for it? Ayr. You see it? Ayr. There you go. Hin is the synonym of ayr. And every Arabic speaker knows what the word hin means and what the word now ayr means. We got the receipts, guys. So, translation for what you just saw. Here is my translation on the screen so it become even more clear for everyone. The word ayr means what? The word ayr means what? What does the word hin mean? Hin means what? Banana. Ayr is the synonym. Ayr. Go buy the banana of your father. If someone boasts about the pre-Islamic period at Jahiliyyah, then tell him to buy it. Muhammad said, tell him to buy his father's banana. And the word is ayr, and ayr is hin, and hin is ayr. And haninan is the plural form of hin, haninan. If we go back to the hadith about the zut, we go back, remember I told you to remember the word haninan. This is why they also put in the footnote haninan, hanin, jam'ahin, wa huwa abdur rajul. So these creatures, these zut, these jinns who came to ride the Prophet, right? Haninan, they came as banana-shaped creatures. Literally, guys, I'm not kidding. When Muhammad was jumped, when these creatures were jumping and mounting the Prophet, they were banana-shaped. They were banana-shaped. So when Allah sent them, because remember, it's Allah who sent them, these jinn, Allah sent banana-shaped creatures who mounted the Prophet. So when you have banana-shaped creatures, guys, they look literally like bananas. Sister Diane, this is what David Wood, Sister Diane and others, what he left out. Brother David Wood, he mentioned about it, and he talks about the word zut every live show now. I gotta love it, man. You gotta love Brother David Wood. But Brother David Wood, because he's not an Arabic speaker, he doesn't know that the word haninan means banana-shaped. So these creatures are literally banana-shaped. They are walking, talking bananas. I'm not kidding, guys. Who came to ride the Prophet. So when we play the video again, when we play the songs, you need to picture them as bunch of penises. Bunch of what? Penises. Imagine, guys, all night long. Okay? All night long, when they were graping the Prophet, these were bananas, these were zucchinis who were jumping on Muhammad. Zucchinis who were jumping on Muhammad. Remember? Remember, brother, this song, brother? Remember this song, brother? These are all banana shaped. Allahu Akbar. Take it.
Well, my friends, the moon is high. Out here in the dunes where the straight boys never fly. Tents are popping, boots are dropping, our zoots are hot and the lube ain't stopping. Feel the heat rising from the sand. 100 shirtless bros with their dicks in hand. No names, no shame, just one goal. Gonna ride that train till we all reach the glory hole. Tamboli, they say the sand gets in my crack. Bend over, take it back.
Okay, enough, Rob Christian, enough. Okay, we get the idea. Okay, Rob. We know that Muslims have a low IQ, and you need to slow it down for them so that they can get the picture. But we already understood. Okay.
I mean, someone on YouTube wanted you to play the full video.
Yeah, man. I mean, what can we do more than this? I mean, it's clear enough, right? Isn't it? Now we understand the meaning of the words too. So it's not only the riding part, فَجَعَلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ, but the word haninan is the essential word, right? And even in the footnote, look at the footnote in the bottom, it explains that what the word haninan means. You see it? Brother Lux, Sister Diane, Sister Lebyanka, now we get it. Now we now understand what the meaning is, what happened to the Prophet. Now we understand. What's the number of the hadith? It's literally on the screen, brother. It's literally on the screen. 3788. Musnad Ahmad. Write it down. The source is Musnad Ahmad, hadith number 3788. 3788. Literally, look here. 3788. And you go up on the page. 3788. You see it? So the full reference, let me type it out for everyone who's maybe new to this. Musnad Ahmad 3788. Okay, that's the reference for the hadith. And of course, the hadith is authentic. The hadith is authentic, not da'if. We don't do da'if here. Depends which volume number, because you have different publishing companies. For example, let me explain to you how this works. No problem, don't worry, be happy, guys. So if you download the book, so you have multiple publishing companies. Like I said earlier, you have, if you go to the main source, okay, you go to the main source, here is the main source. So I will show you not one, but two different publishers for the same book, okay. This is Musnad Ahmad, as you see, Musnad Ahmad, the hadith number is 3788. This is volume 1, الجزء المجلد الأول, الجزء الأول, المجلد الأول, okay. This is volume 1 by Ahmad ibn Hanbal, okay. Page, we showed you the page 583, okay. This is page 583. Do you see on top? That's volume 1, page 583 here. But the hadith number is still the same, 3788. Look, 3788. You see it? 3788. And here is the essential parts that you need to know about. فَجَعَلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. Okay? And we know what the word haninan means. The word haninan, right? Haninan now. And it means bananas. Plural form of hin. These creatures came as in the shape of bananas when they mounted the Prophet and split his moon. So that's one publishing company. This is this publishing company in Beirut, Dar al-Fikr in Beirut, Lebanon. If you open the book, even look, this is from the same book. If you open the book with the stamps and everything, the email addresses, the website and everything, do you see it? daralfikr.com.lebanon. www.daralfikr.com. You get the email address and everything. In Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon. Okay, that's this edition. See it? So when you open the book, here is another edition. It's the same book, but you can see from the cover of the book that it looks different. This is the Cairo edition. This one is the Cairo edition in Egypt. Okay, Cairo edition in Egypt. The cover looks different, but it's the same book. But often, as you see, the volume numbers change. This is volume 4. So you need to go to volume 4 to find the hadith. And here is the link. Okay, here is the link. One more time. Here is the link. Aywa. Yes. Same hadith number, but different page numbers. So if I open the pages now with you, together with you, you can see it with your own eyes. Look, this is page 33. Look, we go down. Page 33 in the bottom. That's where it starts, 33. If I scroll up, you can see that the chain of narration is sahih. Here, hadith 3788. You see it? Here's the chain of narration. حدثنا عارم وعفان حدثنا معتمر قال أبي, and it continues on the next page. That's the chain of narration. And we go to page 34 now. Next page. Page 34. Page 34. 34 in the bottom. Okay. I'm guiding you through it. The hadith continues. From عن حدثنا أبو تميمة عن عمر لعل إن يكون قد قال البكالي etc. عن Ibn Mas'ud, and then the hadith starts finally that Abdullah bin Mas'ud, from Abdullah bin Mas'ud, that he said إن Abdullah قال, Abdullah bin Mas'ud said, I went with the Prophet, together with the Prophet. So we have an eyewitness, who? Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness. Here is the name of Abdullah bin Mas'ud, twice, here and here. Okay. You get the idea? They went to a place called kada wa kada, such and such place, meaning they didn't give the name of the place. The name is literally such and such. So in other words, they didn't give the name. And then Muhammad draws a circle in the sand, a line in the sand, meaning a circle in the sand, and you have to sit in it. If you leave the circle, you will die. You get the idea. And then here it continues. إِنَّهُ ذَكَرَ هَنِينًا. Here is the word هَنِينًا. كَأَنَّهُمُ الزُّطْ. Here is literally the word هَنِينًا. There. And here is الزُّطْ. There you go. Then on the next page, it continues. In this case, page 35. 35 continues. Look in the bottom. Page 35. Yes, Rob, thank you very much. The chain of narration, of course, is sahih. Very, very authentic. They have no clothes, and it's dark at night. That's why Abdullah bin Masud says, I cannot see their genitals. They're very tall, very skinny, and they came and they started to ride the Prophet. And Muhammad feels heavy and he's in pain. ثقيلا وجعا أو يكاد أن يكون وجعا مما ركبوه. Or he is in pain because of them riding him. And Muhammad himself admits that he is in pain and heavy. And then he puts his head. Then finally, when they went away, Muhammad puts his head on the lap of Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness. You get the idea, right? There you go. So we went through the entire hadith, to give you the meaning. Yes, the hadith is sahih, of course. Look, if I give you also the web-based version, here is the web-based version. So when you go to a website, you can find the hadith as well. I don't have English website for it. I don't have an English. So what you need to do is, guys, here's the website. If you open the website, the last link that I put in the chat on Google, on YouTube, this is the website, dorar.net. Do you see it? Dorar.net. Ad-Durar As-Sunniya. Okay? Dorar.net. You scroll down. Here is the hadith. Look, here is the entire hadith. Talking about ذكر هنينا كأنهم الزط. Right? That's the part. And here it says فآتوا فجعلوا يركبون رسول الله. Here is the word يركبون. Do you see it? أيوة. And of course, if you scroll down all the way down to the grading of the hadith, all the way down, it's very long as you see. The hadith is very long. Here it says the chain of narration is sahih. Okay, so let me type it out for you. Sahih. Sahih. Do you see it? ضعيف. أيوة. No, we don't do ضعيف, guys. Here, we don't do ضعيف. Only authentic hadiths. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? You want to throw authentic hadiths under the bus? That's on you, not on me. You want to throw authentic hadiths under the bus? Well, we actually had one, Goodbye Park. In the beginning of the live show, we had one Muslim. He came in and he lied, and he admitted that he lied. And I went further and he started to manifest, and he started to throw all the narrators under the bus, and we proved that all the narrators are companions of Muhammad, so they're throwing even the companions of the Prophet under the bus. So, yeah. That's what they're going to do, guys. They will even throw their own mothers under the bus to protect the anus of the Prophet. But Allah failed to do that. Allah failed to protect the anus of the Prophet. Right? Allah failed to protect the anus. Yet He said that He is going to protect Muhammad from people. Where's the protection of Allah? Nowhere. So Allah lied. Allah is a big, nasty liar. Right? Allah is a big fat liar. Allah forget to keep his promise. This is why Allah calls himself the best of deceivers. Khairul Makirin, chapter 3, ayah 54. Because Allah is a deceiver. He even deceived Muhammad. Because Allah clearly is one of the jinn. Allah is one of the jinn who mounted the Prophet. Allah is a demon. Any Muslim? All right, guys. I think we did enough damage for one day. What do you think, Brother Lux? Are there any people who want to come up? Did we miss a guest? Maybe. Now, finally, all the Muslims will say, Rob is not running now. Rob, I wanted to go on Rob Christian's live stream, and Rob is running.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed a lot of them join when you say you're gonna, basically when you say you're gonna end the live. It happened a lot.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happened in the butt of the Prophet, brother. I agree. A complete train happened in the butt of the Prophet, brother. An entire train went through Muhammad.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. And they claim that this guy is a prophet. Muhammad was damaged good, guys. Muhammad was a damaged goods. Imagine. Imagine following a prophet that was ravished and raped all his life. Imagine. How many Muslims know this? Muslims claim that they follow a cult that is supposedly the truth, Deen al-Haq. Yet more than 1.6 billion Muslims don't know about the fact that Muhammad was raped. It's a fact. Why would you follow a prophet that was raped all of his life, Muslims? Very, very, very honest and clear question. Why would you follow a prophet who is the source of this entire religion? Because without Muhammad, you have no Islam. Why would you follow him now knowing, after watching my live show and videos, why would you follow such a man? Why would you worship a God, supposedly, who you call Allah? Why would you worship a God who did not keep his promise? Because Allah said in the Quran that he's going to protect Muhammad from the people. Yet he didn't protect Muhammad. Yet he did not protect Muhammad. When Muslims say the word yarkabuna doesn't mean riding, really? What does it mean then? What does it mean then? Do you see, Lux, what it means, Lux? Brother Lux? Do you see it?
Yep.
Literally, لِتَرْكَبُوهَا, to ride. Even in the Quran, you can find the meaning. Chapter 16, ayah 8.
To be fair, what you said earlier, like right at the start of the live, I was basically done just by that. So, about the mosque, named the Mosque of the Jinn. To be honest, I don't understand how you don't accept this, yet you have mosques built in the place where this supposedly happened, and you name it the Mosque of the Jinn. What? How? I don't understand, to be honest.
Yep.
It's wow.
Do you see it? Yep, I agree with you, bro. You see, guys, multiple words, same word, same verb. You ride. لِتَرْكَبُوا, to ride. You ride. He rides. They ride the Prophet. You see it? And here is also chapter 43. I am giving you 3 different chapters, 3 different ayahs where the word ride is mentioned. Tarkabuna. This is the same word as in the hadith. Literally. Tarkabuna. You see it? Here. You mount, you ride. Do you see it? Literally the same verb, word for word. تركبون, you mount, you ride. Do you see it? We go to the hadith, we scroll up. Just compare, guys. فجعلوا يركبون رسول الله. يركبون رسول الله. فجعلوا يركبون رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. فخط لي خطة, and then where's the part? It's a long hadith a bit, but here. فجعلوا يركبون رسول الله. فآتوا فجعلوا يركبون رسول الله. Do you see it? Compare this word with the ayah here on the screen from the Quran. Okay, do you see the word here, guys? Same word. Same word. أيوة. تركبون يركبون. You mount, they ride. Okay, same. There you go. Muslims will lie about everything. They will lie about the Arabic. They will lie about everything. كيفك reverse حبيبي ربي يباركك سلام المسيح. To you too as well, God bless you. In front of me what, brother? What did you say? In front of you, Rob? What did you mean? I missed it. You're talking about the word, yeah. Here is the hadith one more time, back to back with the ayah. So you can compare, right? With the Quranic ayah itself. So that Muslims don't say, Rob, you're lying. Okay? Just compare. Tarkabuna, you ride. You ride. And here, yarkabuna, they ride. You see, in the hadith it says they ride. You ride, they ride. You see it? Same. There you go. Aywa. The Prophet, they did hee-haw to the Prophet, right? They did hee-haw to the Prophet. Exactly. Hee-haw, brother. All night long. Guys, I think we did enough damage, or do we have a caller? Is there any Muslim? Come on, Muslims, don't be scared. We had one Muslim earlier in the beginning of the live show. He came up and he said, one of the narrators, he's bad. And we showed him that it's a companion. So he then accepted that he lied. He said, I lied. I made him literally say on the call that he lied. Then he wanted to say that there was no eyewitness. And we showed him the proof and he started to manifest. So maybe you can do a better job, Muslims, than the previous guy, the previous caller. Come up. Yalla ya akhwan. Hee-haw. Maybe they are like Warner, right? Maybe like Warner, they are busy, brother. Reversion, have you watched this? Reversion, watch this, Reversion. You're new, huh? You just came in. Watch.
You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up, you said you...
The Dawa boys are talking to one another. Here, this guy is Warner. That's his name, Warner. And we have Malik. And they are supposedly buddies. And they are exposing one another, claiming that they are nothing but homos. Right? You're going to take it up the butt like the Prophet, brother. You're going to take it on the butt. But what? But like the Prophet, brother.
You would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati, just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. Can you believe that Warner comes to me like this? He's like, Malik, I don't know how I get away with everything with the dawah. It's so funny, bro. This is how he talks. It's so funny, bro. I never get caught or called out for my stuff. It's because I'm big. Chat, if you remember when I took that picture on my...
So guys, because this guy's like 6 feet tall, he thinks that nobody can expose him. Imagine. You know, he's a tall guy, fat guy, you know. He thinks nobody can expose him. He's getting exposed like the gay that he is. Ha! Gay!
You said you would literally take it up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take it up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati, just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. Can you believe that Warner comes to me like this? He's like, Malik, I don't know how I get away with everything with the dawah. It's so funny, bro. This is how he talks. It's so funny, bro. I never get caught or called out for my stuff. It's because I'm big. Chat, if you remember when I took that picture on my birthday, he was like, yo, put the chain on for the pic. I was like, yo, because he was rolling the blind. The chain was hurting his neck. So I said, yo, like, put the chain on me if you're gonna smoke, right? Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day.
So they are not only proud members of the rainbow community, they are getting high. They are smoking that shit.
All day and all night. Wow. This guy had a chick in his bed calling me on FaceTime. A random girl that he picked up.
Too?
That's why, bro, when you see these dawah guys bring influencers and they're 10 deep, just know they're at the local club at night. Wallahi, go with your binoculars. And, bro, they're always asking me, yo, Malik, where should we go? Malik, where's the spot? Malik, how do I get the cars out here? Malik, how many times has Warner hit me up to try to get him a car out there for his friends? How many times, bro, this guy's even doing TikToks. Wanna see to the tele, and he got he's doing the little dance with him. The same Muslims that pass out Qurans going to Colombia with Myron. They were all there. Sneeko, Adam, Slim, they're all there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That group, I feel like they're separate from Lantern. Like,
okay, fam, why are you busy on Lantern? Go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with.
So, guys, they are exposing not only Warner, they are also exposing the Muslim Lantern, that guy with the big channel, with the big YouTube channel. He went together with Sneeko and they were having smacks with many women there in Bosnia, taking the dawah money with them, using the dawah money that was collected from the Muslims, and they're smashing girls in Bosnia.
You and Sneeko, is it true?
He and
you know that smashing hoes with you and Sneeko, is it go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with Qurans going to Colombia with Myron. They were all there. Sneeko, Adam, Slim, they're all.
Guys, Adam, Saleh, Slim, his butt buddy, Muslim Lantern, Sneeko, all of them were there in Bosnia and they were having schmecks with women.
There.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With the dawah money.
I feel like they're separate from Lantern. Like,
with the dawah money in their pockets.
Why are you busy on Lantern? Go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with you and Sneeko. Is it true? Do you know that Leafy records phone calls of Dean and Libiano? Did you guys know that? Leafy.
Guys, Leafy that I debated, remember? I debated him on two topics, about Ahad and about the word qahba in the Quran, right? And in tafsir by Imam al-Suyuti. That Leafy, whenever Leafy calls Lesbiano, he records the phone calls because they cannot trust one another. They know they are going to expose one another, right? So they always make sure to have receipts, right? They're recording everything.
Did you guys know that? Leafy literally is on, they're supposed to be buddies, but Leafy records their phone calls.
Wow.
Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things, but he doesn't want to get caught on the phone, so they have to record him. May Allah curse me if I'm lying.
Oof.
But imagine, I'm the problem maker.
Wow.
I'm the problem maker. Wait, Dean, you don't know who we are?
No.
Wait, Dean, you just say we don't.
This is the little girlfriend of Lesbiano, right, guys? This is the little girlfriend of Lesbiano.
Know who we are?
Guys,
hey, Dean, you took conscious edits from ChatGPT, bro, and now you think you're special.
Wallahi,
what are you doing?
Yeah, all right,
Bro, you debate like a dry piece of toast.
Yo, bro.
Dean, you debate like a dry piece of toast,
bro.
dude.
Why are you doing?
Chill out.
Why are you why are you coming for Dean?
And guys, that's the tip of the iceberg. I haven't even gotten into personal shit. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said if I had to take, I haven't even gotten into personal shit. You said you would literally take you up the butt, Warner. You said.
Wow, I rest my case, guys. Enough is enough, man. Anyway, no Muslims. Keep sending them money, guys. Keep sending money to the dawah bureaus. Now you know what they do with your money, with your hard-earned money in Bosnia. Unbelievable.
These are the Salafi Dawah bros. These are the Salafi Dawah bros. And this is why Malik, doesn't want to be a Salafi no more, because he knows what they're doing with the money. They are nothing but collectors of money, and when they have enough money, they're going to use the money for their own sexual desires and whatnot. Yes, they buy a lot of oil, and they're even going to massage one another. Look, Ibn Ketchup is, he's saying to Sneeko, are you going to give me a massage? In Mecca, with happy endings. Here is Ibn Ketchup himself, Sheikh Ibn Ketchup, here. Do you see him? That's Sheikh Ibn Ketchup, Ibn Footnote. When they were in Mecca, look what was being said in their private chambers, in the hotel rooms. Watch.
Recently, Sneeko, the warner, and Sheikh Uthman ibn Ketchup.
By the way, this is the guy who wanted to take it up the butt for the Islam. This is the guy. This is the big guy, the fatso, Warner. This is Sneeko, and this is their Sheikh. Do you see it? Sheikh Ibn Footnote. Aywa.
Sneeko, the warner, and recently, Sneeko, the warner, and Sheikh Uthman ibn Ketchup were in Mecca together. Here's an interesting clip taken from a hotel room they were all in together, talking about getting happy endings from each other.
Happy what?
Hey, there's a massage table.
I saw.
Trying to give me a massage, bro?
that's by the way, Ibn Footnote.
Sheikh, did you see? Guys, check it out.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro.
Happy ending in Mecca. Did you hear the Sheikh? Did you hear the Sheikh, guys? Listen carefully.
Sheikh, did you see? Guys, check it out.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro.
There is always a happy ending in Mecca, ya Sheikh Ibn Footnote. Like ya Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk, you're talking about happy endings in Mecca, huh? Happy endings in Mecca, huh?
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro.
There is always a happy ending in Mecca, bro. Okay, done, enough. Imagine, if the Sheikh talks like this, what about the regular Dawah bros? These are the Shuyukh. I'm talking about happy endings right behind the corner of the Kaaba. Happy endings. And they call it, brother, Hajj. We're going to do Hajj. We're going to do Umrah, the little pilgrimage and the big pilgrimage. Hajj and Umrah, brother. But with happy endings included. Okay? With happy endings included. You see it? Just like Imam al-Shafi'i said and Imam Abu Hanifa. If you go to Hajj, brother, sister, guys, if there are children, out of the room, please. If there are children, out of the room. Look what Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam al-Shafi'i said. Okay? When you go to Hajj, you go to visit the Kaaba, you're going to suck on the black stone and lick it and smooch it and kiss it. Okay? Happy endings, but a different kind of happy endings, guys. Okay? Different kind of happy endings. If you go to Hajj, you go to Mecca, different kind of happy endings. What do you mean, Rob? Now you have put all the cards on the table. What do you mean, Rob? We don't get it. You know, try to dump it down for the Muslims who are watching. No problem, ya Habibi, no problem. Look, Hajj with benefits. Hajj with benefits. What do you mean, Rob? Still not clear enough, Rob? No problem. Look, when you go to Hajj, you go to the Kaaba, you pay $10,000. If you're a Dawah bro, you'll go for free because you got money from the audience, from the gullible Muslim audience who have no clue what to do with their money. But when you go to Hajj, there are benefits for Muslims. What are those benefits? Well, here's one of the benefits. Look, you go to Hajj, brother. You go to Hajj and you want to do this. Look, in Al-Mughni, volume 5, page 168 by Ibn Qudama, the famous Ibn Qudama, there is no difference, brother. Yes, there is no difference between shmeks in the fijeji or the anus of a human or an animal. Wait, what?
Emotional damage.
Even an animal, brother? Yes, brother. You go to Mecca, you take an animal, maybe a donkey or a goat, right? A donkey or a goat. And this is according to Imam al-Shafi'i and Abu Thawr. And sodomy, rainbow community members do not break your Hajj. So if you want to take a man from behind, a man takes another man from behind, or you take a donkey or a goat from behind, there is no issue. It does not break your Hajj. In other words, you can continue doing your Hajj, just like Sheikh Uthman ibn Footnote, Uthman ibn Farouk, Sneeko, Muslim Lantern, and Warner combined. And this is the saying of Imam Malik, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam al-Shafi'i, all of them agree. Okay? Rob can show us the books, no problem. Habibi, no problem. Like, you're on the right address. We have the books. Don't worry, be happy. Look. Here is the link, brother. And also, you can find this in the book of Imam al-Nawawi as well. Look, brother, look. So this is the book of Ibn Qudama, al-Mughni li Ibn Qudama al-Maqdisi. Imam Ibn Qudama al-Maqdisi, al-Mughni, volume 5. Okay, al-Mughni. Brother Reversing, you can, fact check me. You can literally translate if I'm lying. Page 168. Do you see it? Page 168 in the bottom. We scroll up. There is no difference. I have to close the highlight tool again. Forgive me, guys. Brother Reversing, you can already start translating in the chat if you're with me. Let me pull up my highlight tool one more time. It crashed. I don't know why that's happening. It says there is no difference, okay, for effing from the front door, the fijaiju, or the anus, a dubur, if you eff a human being, or a bahima, an animal. So you can take a goat, a donkey, or a human being, a woman or a man. So you're a man. You take a man from behind, a woman from behind, in her fijaji or in his anus. No problem. Here's the word anus, like Muhammad's anus, a dubur, or an animal. And you can continue doing your Hajj. It does not destroy your Hajj. Look, it does not break your Hajj. And this is the qawl, this is the saying of Imam Malik and Imam Abu Hanifa too. And also, it was said by Imam Thawri and Imam Abu Hanifa. Sodomy, effing in the anus, does not break your Hajj. Do you see it? Aywa. Done. No difference. If you take a human being from behind, a man or a woman or an animal, no issue with it. This is Islam. You see what they do in Hajj? This is why I said, when you go to Hajj, there are benefits for you as a Muslim. You take a donkey from behind, no issue. A goat, maybe a cow, maybe a sheep. You have benefits for Muslims. It does not break your Hajj. You can continue kissing the black stone, smooching the entire Kaaba, running between Safa and Marwa, the two hills, these pagan rituals, running between the two hills, Safa and Marwa, running, right? Throwing stones at Satan, 7 stones at Satan, kissing the black stone, picking up stone, throwing stones. You can continue all of that. You see it? I rest my case, ya akhwan. Like I said, this is also in the book of Imam al-Nawawi too. Here is the book of Imam al-Nawawi, back to back. Al-Majmu' li Imam al-Nawawi, volume 7, Kitab al-Majmu'. Page again. Look how old this book is, guys. Look how old. Page 420. Page 420. Page 420. Okay. It's clear, right, guys? Aywa. Very clear, huh? We scroll up, same story. If you F a woman, that's what it says. If you F a woman in her anus, or if you F a man in his anus, or an animal. Here's the word anus, and here's the word animal. No issue. It does not break your Hajj. You can continue literally doing Hajj. So we call this Hajj with benefits. And this is the saying of Imam Abu Hanifa, right? And effing an animal, Imam Abu Hanifa said, does not break your Hajj. And this is also said by Dawood. And effing an animal or even sodomizing a man does not break your Hajj. You can continue. Merry Christmas, everyone. Guys, enough. I have to go take 40 showers now. I have to go take 40 showers now because of this filth that they call Islam and the filth of Muhammad and the filth of these dawah bros. I rest my case, guys. Lord knows what they do in Mecca more, guys. Okay? Lord knows what they do more in Mecca. I love you, dear brothers and sisters. If we don't see each other in these blessed holy days, these days of days, go celebrate with your beautiful loved ones and families, guys. Keep us in your prayers. We will come back. We will not go anywhere. Even if I do one live show a week, once in a week, we are here to stay. And if the Lord wants us to do this full time in the future, then so be it as well. If the Lord will provide. Thank you for being here, guys. I love you so much. My admins, our beautiful admins in the blue, our admins on TikTok, all the brothers and sisters who are working hard in the background. I love you so much. Guys, admins, please don't forget to do the timestamps. Sister Dragon and Eaters was not here today, so someone else needs to provide the timestamps. I know these are very busy days. If you can, if it's not too much asked. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, admins. Brother Lux, thank you for streaming on Discord. Brother Reverson, everybody, Brother Phil Horea, all of you guys. You know your names. I don't need to mention everyone by name. I love you so much. Keep us in your prayers. Keep my beautiful admins in your prayers. Keep all the warriors, all the sisters, all the brothers in your prayers. And we will see each other very soon again. Go celebrate Christmas with your loved ones, families, and friends. And we will see each other very, very soon. I love you. Share my videos. My videos are yours. You don't need to even ask my permission. My videos are yours. Download the videos. Clip them. Clip what you like to share on social media, on your own social media. Because, Muslims are too afraid to watch an entire live show. So best is to download, clip, and re-upload. Okay? Let it go viral. I love you guys. See you soon. God bless you. And have a blessed and Merry Christmas. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye. Backup channel, please subscribe. Did you subscribe, guys?